Very
Men,
empty
men,
nowadays.
men, men, menly men, 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 menly men, men, just two men vibing. Men, 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 men,
Oh, my
menly
tide's out
men,
a little
men.
bit.
Tide's down a little bit
My
short,
tide's
on,
out a little bit. I
a little
didn't.
bit,
I didn't
a
realize.
little bit short on the tide there. Didn't feel it all the way up.
Yeah. I usually go to about maybe about there.
But yes, no, I am a bit empty, aren't
A
I?
little bit higher.
A little bit empty, just as a bit empty, a little bit nothing around me.
And I'm still exactly the fucking same.
Alright, when are you soon? You gonna be moving out soon? Don't know yet.
Don't know yet.
It's not really. It's something that's happening, but don't know yet.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
I'm gonna buy a house.
You're gonna buy a house.
Got it all picked out. Got a call on Monday about it.
You're gonna buy yourself a
See if I
house.
can. Yeah. See
Get
if
a
I
loan.
can do it.
Try and get a loan. Is what you're gonna try and say, or
No. Just mortgage. Damn thing.
just
You know.
mortgage? How are you gonna mortgage it? You gotta get a loan to get a mortgage.
I don't think so.
A mortgage is what you put
I don't think it's a loan.
onto the
I don't.
mortgage, and you pay off the mortgage. You mortgage
Isn't
to get something. It's one of those
something.
things. You
I
have to, I
don't
think
know.
you gotta get a
Something.
loan
So
for
yeah.
something.
Well, either way. Yeah.
Either way, you gotta get some kind of
Yeah.
loan, and you pay back the loan,
For
which then
30
pays
years,
off the
fucking.
mortgage. Because you get a loan, because you gotta get a deposit, X amount for a
Yeah.
deposit, which
Deposit.
then you gotta pay off the
Yeah.
mortgage. Yeah, so most people get a
Yeah.
loan to then pay off the deposit
Because I'm
to then pay
going
off the
through, trying to go through the first home buyers grant. So
Yeah,
the 30 grand, that's the deposit is needed for that, which that's
yeah.
my limit there. So
It's a bit
I just got to
tricky
get
sometimes.
approved for it through gone through the hard courts.
Yep. See how you go with your way down there, because we were looking into it
Yeah.
and we don't specifically qualify
Mm.
because we got to be on. I think it was combined between me and Al. We have to be earning at least combined 100 grand a year. I think it was
Yeah.
before we can get something. I think it was in a certain. But then there's
But
different
also,
ones
those
for.
houses are very expensive as fuck.
It's one. Yeah, I think that's why, because of the markets, the price you
Because
can
here,
get, and
there's
then
only 180 grand. Like,
yeah. So I mean, so therefore yours would be a lot lower from what
yeah.
you can get. So then you're
Because I did the calculate. It says 900 a month payback for the
yeah.
mortgage. I'm like,
Ours are like 3,000 a month.
fuck.
Some of the places are looking at.
See, like
Yeah,
my 900, I'm fucking laughing at
yeah,
that.
like
Fucking
it's
get that.
cheap. Like it's cheap for you down
Like,
there. It's
like I said,
crazy.
bro.
Coming,
Wait, I haven't shown you anything, have I? Do you want me to show you real quick?
show real quick. We show.
Yeah, do you want me to show you? Or are we partying right now?
We'll leave it for later. You can show me. You can show me
Oh,
later.
we're already on, are we? Nice.
You know it. You gotta
Oh,
know it.
I just wasn't sure. I'm like,
No, we will leave that to later. We don't want to dox you. So I was like, no.
yeah.
No, well, that out of the way. Let's get on into it. Fucking strap yourselves in, strap yourselves on, get your straps on to your ears, your assholes, your eye holes, wherever you want to put your straps. And let's
Strap on your ears.
clench
Strap
it
in your
tight.
strap in your ears.
Strap in your mouths. Fucking what's up, beardies and beardettes? Welcome back to another fine episode of the Beardy Bros podcast. My God, so yeah, so of course, again, we'll come back to what we said. Yes, packed up a lot of stuff behind me, like that couch there. I'm gonna try and see if we can sell that cabinet behind there. We can sell. There's a few things behind this bookshelf.
So all that
we
stuff
sell.
there is for.
Except for this bookshelf and not sponsored HelloFresh box. That's like a books and stuff. I think shoes. That's shoes. And then just some stuff.
Shoes.
Bookshelves have got to go in storage for now, and then we'll try and move it over to my parents' place. But
Oh yeah.
we get the caravan Monday. It was going to be Friday, but there was a few hiccups going on. But we get it Monday, so get that in the yard.
Get keen, my boy.
Set that up. Start turning it into a home. And then start organising at my parents' place. So there's a lot that's got to get going on and help organise that stuff up, because they haven't really done anything, and it is just there's so much stuff.
So it's
that
got to
they
be
need.
you and I just doing every part there.
Yeah, just trying to clean out the house, just trying to clean up and
I mean, it
get stuff
happened,
out,
right?
because it's just that my mum's hoard mentality. She's just hold on to stuff. Like, you don't need to hold on to stuff. Like, I'm trying to get rid of things. She's like, oh, we can use that in the gap. I'm like, you don't need it.
That's why,
Just
like,
chuck
when
it
she's
out.
not there, you just go in and just
Yep. And it's like, yep, that can go.
you and your dad and that just go through it and just.
Well, that's it. If I get a rough idea what she wants, what she doesn't, it's like, okay, well, then we know to chuck that out, keep that. If she wants to keep her,
Well, you should know what she doesn't
Yeah.
like. Whatever she uses or needs.
it's one of those things. I mean, I don't
If
know.
it's just
'Cause I
what you
haven't-
said last episode, or the useless.
Yeah,
Well,
oh,
not
yeah, it's
useless, but it's
but
like not needed.
like even if she just organizes if some stuff and just tidied it up, it would help. But it's just piled. Like put it not just like a pile. It's piled. It's like spill out pile. It's
Oh,
like just you could box it away. You could put
piled.
it somewhere. Like put it in a box. If you're too attached to it, put it in a box and put it in a garage shed. Like it's
Right?
together in a box. You know, don't
Hey, if
just
it's
leave
in the
it
shed, you're
scattered.
not going to use it.
But then that's it. Then it's just like it goes there, and then you'd be like a month later, then it goes in the bin. Oh yeah, I think it's there still in the store. Oh no, it got damaged. We had to throw it out. You know,
It got
it's one of those
damaged.
situations.
Oh,
But no.
I just drop it. Oh no!
Oh no! Did I send you? I don't think I sent you that. Oh no, what happened here? I don't know if I sent you that clip or not. Can't remember if I did. I've sent so many people clips of like stuff I've been making,
Right.
but that one.
But it's
that
like
one
you said,
captured my
it's like, ah, it's fragile. Then it's like, she doesn't need it.
Oops. Oh, there's so many toys that I was going through. They're just like, okay, yeah, there might be like old Happy Meal toys, but no one's gonna do anything with them. Like they're random obscure toys. Like I threw out some old like McDonald's like Finding Nemo toys. I'm like, okay, yeah, it's Finding Nemo there, but it's not.
Fuck, that's old.
Yeah, it's
Jesus.
just like, but they're not. Unless you're gonna sell it, it's literally worthless. Just chuck it out. Like
I
you're
have
not gonna-
nothing from Mickey D's or
Like,
anything. Like, all
I
my
had
stuff's been
some
chucked
stuff,
a
like,
long time
I
ago.
literally chucked a lot of my stuff a while back when I was at my
Yeah.
parents because it was in a big tub. The tub got saturated and everything rusted. It hurt me that I had some literally original 90s like Darkwing, like DuckTales, like McDonald's toys, like proper McDonald's toys, but I had to chuck them out because they weren't salvageable. They rusted. They went disgusting.
No.
Like they perished. So like things like I had my massive Pez collection. I'd throw all them out because they got saturated. Like what am I gonna do? I can't keep a Pez that's rusted because that spring snapped
No.
or rusted.
I
Like,
mean, you can fix them, but it won't be
at what
like
cost
it
though?
was, though.
Yeah, what cost? You know, and the fact that Pez technically re-released everything they've got because they had the molds, and they've literally re-released every single Pez.
Plus, they're
They've
now
made-
plastic, so.
Yeah, so they were plastic then.
I mean,
but
they're
they
always
still perished.
plastic, but you had the inner parts that if you
Yeah.
rusted, you couldn't open it, you couldn't.
Mm-hmm. And that's the thing, and like I
But
said,
now I
most
think
of
they're
those-
all plastic, aren't they? Like they
well,
can
they are.
break
The whole
easier,
thing's
but
plastic, but I think they still have that normal spring in it, like the normal metal spring.
yeah.
But the fact is, like anything that was released back then, those molds they've reprinted now for anniversaries and stuff
Yeah.
like that, and you can literally buy any Pez.
And they're
that
way
existed.
fucking better now. Like,
Yeah, like it's just a year stamp difference. and
I've
stuff
looked
like
at them, I haven't bought any because I'm just like, I'm too old for
that. It's
Pez.
so expensive though sometimes. Like, but just Pez.
I just
dispenser
buy the
alone-
Pez candies and eat them. Like, I don't even
Yeah,
buy the
because most
dispenser
people that
anymore.
sell like you can get them from your shops like for like $2-3 sometimes.
Couple of bucks,
But
yeah.
most
Like,
places that sell, like most dispensaries of places that sell Pez dispensers will sell them for like $6 or $7. It's like that's fucking highway robbery for a Pez dispenser.
6 or 7, you can buy half a dozen for that. Like,
Yeah,
goddamn.
like, and that's the thing. Like, I found a whole bunch
Nearly half a
though,
dozen.
and I've got them aside for it was funny because Jack for a while was like, "Oh, we found Pez." It's like, but I got no dispensers to eat them. So it's like, okay, yeah, cool. He wanted to have the dispenser to eat them, and then recently, well, while packing, I found like God knows, like 10 or 11 fucking Pez dispensers just in like I piled them all together.
I remember back when they first came out, like, they were every fucking where.
Yeah, there were heaps, eh? Like,
Just
the
think, we had, like, everything's gone, but slowly coming back. Soon
Yeah.
we'll have to having Tarzos back again.
Oh,
like,
I would love if they bring Tarzos back. I keep saying like,
I
just chuck
wouldn't.
them again. I know because we want to collect them all, but it's like, oh my Tarzos, I want my Oddbods. I want my Oddbods. back
remember
'cause
the
they were
old
great.
Dragon Ball Tarzos? You had the Digimon Tarzos. You had the.
Yep, I still got a bunch of
Fuck,
those somewhere.
man,
I've still literally got all that shit.
Remember that
Like,
little
I've still,
metal round?
the Tarzo disc thing for them.
Yeah, the fucking no. There's like all these metal ones because you had the cardboard, not cardboard, but they're like
the
cardboard backed with that.
the metal one was the flick one
lenticular-
because you used to play with them as a game. You used to have to flick them,
Yeah,
and the metal one was the launcher. Like you'd flick it down on the pack, and it would like flick them out or something like that. And that was how you.
because I
But no one
remember
played
having
it though.
shit tons
There
of
was a
them,
weird Tarzo.
like
There was a
boxes.
game, but no one played the game, so we didn't actually know what the actual
No.
concept of the game
All we did
was.
was
But
collect them. Like,
yeah, that's what people did was collect Tarzos because you got them in your chip packets, your Smiths or your Doritos or something
every
like
time you
that.
go
like,
to fucking school, you just buy a chip packet, like just buy a little
Literally-
packet of chips,
and
and
there'd be a
just
Tarzo
get it.
inside
Like,
there. Yeah, everyone loved it. So fucking. I know that's
no,
why.
I still wonder what the price of like how much they made from chips back when we were kids.
Oh yeah, because of that reason, because they had that stuff in them, like how much they were.
Because I always got one every
yeah.
day or so. Like I always sneakily got some more. I was like,
Well, that's what I said. Like, do you remember the Oddbods? Like they were weird shaped cards, and they had like a little fact thing you could connect them and swap the bodies around, and
Right.
like You get like one card was the upper half, and then the other card was like the bottom half, and
They were a
yeah,
bit rarer though
and they
because
were
they
in the
weren't
bigger chips.
everywhere.
They were in the bigger chip
Mm.
packets though. You could only get them in the bigger chip
Being a
packets.
kid, I couldn't get that. I
I had
only
like
get the
I've still
normal.
got a mad stack of them, like a big stack of the
Ooh,
cards. It's cool.
dang.
Yeah, but I want those things to come back. Like
Remember
it'd
the
be
Looney
great.
Tunes Tarzos? They were the
Yep.
fucking bomb.
Pogs, Tarzos. Um, fuck. What else is there? Like the little Pokemon ones they had. The little 3D Pokemon ones. The little holographic. They were cool.
They weren't as good though.
No, but
Not as
just
good
like
as like the Dragon Ball and the Digimon, and they
the
were just
Pogs, Tarzos, stuff like that. They were good.
they were so good.
That's where it was really at.
Someone sold them on eBay a whole
Mm.
collection for like $100. I'm like,
Yeah, they're not bad. Like they're pretty reasonable because
I'm
like
tempted by the whole collector's book of
collection.
Dragon Ball and shit. I'm just like, I want it.
Well, that's it. Like, what else? That's why people sell them cheap because they're a collector's item, but not a mainstream like a main needed collector's item.
No,
Like some
they're a
things are.
niche. Like
Yeah, very
only
niche.
people our age around would know of them.
Yeah, and it was. I think it was only
Like
really
in
big
their
for us.
30s,
Realistically, it was only like
grew up with them.
a big thing in Australia as well. I don't think it was really anywhere else. So
No, wasn't it? Really, like it was
it was only
in our
us.
Smiths
Mm.
and our Sam and our Sam boys,
Sam
which
boys,
they
like it
don't.
was really
They're
cool.
only here really.
Mm. And I think that's the cool thing about it. Like it was so cool that we had those kind of promotional items, and now we don't really have anything like that. It's just like, bro, why can't you just like
That's
slip that
actually
kind of
like remember. Oh fuck, this was a long time ago.
long
Probably at
time
the
ago?
same era, like that.
Yeah,
But the Jackie Chan animated series,
yeah.
I had that. I had card little Tarzo things as well.
Yeah,
It was
everything
like
had
this.
Tarzans.
It was at the
It's
IGA. It
crazy.
was like a whole book series
Yeah,
thing they were releasing. I was like, cool. I named my cat after one of the characters.
yeah.
I don't know if I even said it right, but
Nah, it is one of those things, but nah, it's cool. No, that's the thing. Like, there's so many. I don't know, just things that we had that isn't the same now. That's why, like, I mean, I guess it could be like a health thing to like, because like you look at like the same thing as like McDonald's when they have their promotions for like Monopoly. Like, how many people like the influx of sales of McDonald's goes up when they have like those
I
Monopoly
don't even do
promotions.
that
And
anyway. Fuck.
no, but like I'm saying in general, like that's why I think that was a
Yeah.
big concern is because it inflated the cost of like people buying the chip. Well, not the cost, but like more people were buying the chips to collect them. So that was like a concern. But I know people were just buying them just to get them and not even eating chips. Like that was the thing. Like people didn't even
Right?
used to open them in the shops just to take them out. And I don't know if that's a concern as well because of how much loss of damage. Maybe that was a concern. But I still remember like they
I
had.
think it might have been as well.
But do you remember because I had when they were advertised? Remember how they had that stapled line print on that little sleeve, like the little strap on the chip packet? He used to have the little
Oh, you
sleeve.
just.
And he used to, yeah, it was fun because it's like the little sleeve used to hold him and used to shake the bag around because they had like the little belt on it, from top to bottom.
Yeah.
And he used to advertise so you knew which one
Whatever
had the
happened
Tarzan.
to that though? They just.
Because all it was just an outside strapping, but it was just like how they stapled when they were manufactured. So like you knew that it had a Tarzo inside. It wasn't like modifying the packaging. It was just a special strip they had, and they just
I
say
remember.
Tarzos.
I remember checking chip packets for.
I know, and then you're like, no, it had to be the ones with the fucking thing on it. And then I remember kids used to go in the shops and they used to rip off the actual Tarzo tag, but you could tell because at the top of the seams and the bottom, it would be like still imprinted in the thing because you could rip it off, but it was still like imprinted.
No,
'cause it
but
was, like,
the
on
ones where it was
packaging.
like right at the bottom of the chips, like you could
Oh,
kind
yeah,
of feel if you had
squeeze,
if you had
yeah.
one or not. You just like feeling through it.
The mystery,
It's
yeah.
like ooh, but then it's like which one did you get? Who knows?
Oh, it was
Like
such a
you,
time. It's just collector instinct, collector.
it was its own thing. Like there have been things like since, but it's
Like I
not
mean,
to that
like if you want to
scale.
do it, like do it with like I don't know, they should bring it back and like do it with like the boxes or something, like have it taped into the box inside of the box with like the the 20 packs. So therefore, like you could have like get one of that. Like
Oh
I
yeah.
would definitely encourage myself to buy like packs if they had like a thing like that inside the box. I'm like, yeah, get a card or a Tazo. Like people go mad,
But
but
I just
it's-
couldn't anymore. I don't eat that
Wouldn't do
many
it.
chips.
no, I just buy it just for
I just couldn't do it.
I just buy it just for the thing, and then just have the collector Tazos or the card or whatever it is. I'm
Like I
yeah.
think my collector card Tarzo days are over because I recently chucked out 6 or 7 football card books full of
Yeah.
cards. I just chucked them in the wheelie bin.
Yeah, so that's the thing. See, when it comes to like the football stuff, they're very niche as well, and you collect them for yourself. They're not really a sellable item. Like you can't really sell them.
Well,
'Cause no one
they
really wants
are,
to-
but like I just
It's a very
didn't wanna
niche. That's what I'm saying. Like
sell
no,
them.
it's a very
I just-
niche
I
market
should
to
have kept
sell
them, but
to, but It's one of those things. It's like you don't need them, you don't want them, then that's it.
Didn't want them.
But
Well, I
no,
did want
fucking
them, but they kind of took up too much space.
one of those things. I
They're
mean,
they're in a book. They're in a bag, but the thing I had like 7 books. I'm like, I'm just getting rid of them. I know who the players are
should have.
anyway.
Oh, you
Like,
don't have any local pawn shops or anything. Should have sold them to a pawn shop.
we could have got a fit. They date back to like
Oh no.
2010-ish
Oh, okay. I was like 2010s.
of the old footy cards. I was like,
Yeah.
I could have got a bit for them, but I'm just.
Nah, don't want to worry about it.
And
That's
they
like
weren't
that.
full sets, so it didn't really matter.
Oh, yep. That makes sense. Yeah, too.
Footy cards are hard to complete, man.
Yeah, they can be. There's
I
like
got a lot. I had a stack of this big of like doubles and triples. I'm like, nah, bro.
Well, that's like seems to be
I
the
could have
common
traded
thing.
other people, but
Because like that's one common thing. Like you look at like Maccas do it every now and then. They'll have the footy card collection, and a lot of things will do the footy card collections where they
that's
give you
just
like 3
fucking
cards or
gimmicks.
something
Like
like
that's
that.
all
Like,
they are.
like why can't we have other things besides the footy cards? Like why can't we get some like cool themed like Dragon Ball collector cards or something, or you know something cool like random unique.
I don't
like,
think we're
cards
gonna
those
get much
things.
Dragon Ball now. Like, god
Like
dang.
it's crazy.
I mean,
Although
it's been
still,
taken over, but like, I just Dragon Ball's still only a niche thing. Like, people love
still
it,
market it.
but
Oh, it's still
it
marketing
was back when we were
products and
kids.
stuff.
That's when it was at its height. Like, it
Yeah.
was really big then.
But no, but like you still franchise things, like make products of things.
Oh, yeah.
It's just as an example anyway. But like there's so many different things they could franchise
But-
out, make money off of promotional. But it's not the same. Promotional kind of stuff things aren't the same anymore. Very
They're very hit and miss. You can
Hmm.
put it that. You can put it that
Fuck,
way.
Let's burn down real quick. Fuck.
They're very
Nice.
hit and miss.
Very hit and miss.
Whereas Tarzos, they were always hits. Like, I did all I could to fucking get a packet of chips. Just
Well, that's the same back then. It was like-
it's kind of like drugs. Like, you go back for another, get another, and then another. It's like, bro.
Oh, it was always good when you had the fucking free Mars bars and you kept winning, and they were fun. Do you remember those? The competition
Oh,
where
the
you
mo-
get 1 in 4
Yeah.
bars wins or something like that, like or something
Funny
like that.
how like there was more than 1 in 4. I swear.
Like I'd always get a bar. I'll fucking have it. Like, oh fuck yeah, go in, get another freebie. I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna eat it. I'm gonna open up now, eat it, but like have another free one. Go back in, get another free one, and then it would happen. And it's like, but that's why they sometimes were like,
Just-
you can only redeem once a day or something like that. But it's like, fuck, it was still good though.
Yeah, because they've definitely slowed up on any of these now. Like,
Like
you
a lot of
barely
these things,
see
I
it.
think I don't know whether it's because of the health organization, because of the
I
consumption.
think it would be.
Because there's too much consumption of that, and they're trying to ease.
I
People
mean, you can just
out
buy
of
them. Like, we have them bars here for a fucking dollar now. Like, they're fucking cheap.
That's it. But
They're
it's
going
like,
to
wonder if
10 bucks,
it's,
10 fucking bars. Who's going to freaking stop you?
But I'm just wondering if it was like a because of promotion, because it's not. If someone wants to buy it, they're going out of their way because they are buying it, but because it's a win, it's an incentive. Like it's with the.
It's kind of like gambling
yeah.
to a point.
It's in a weird because we have those weird.
Because as kids, we were
laws.
technically gambling with Tarzos. To be fair,
Buying them, getting addicted.
they
to
knew
like-
what they knew what they were fucking doing with them.
Oh yeah. That's one of those weird
It's like,
grey
so
areas.
it's like your kids. If they had Tarzos now, they'd be all fucking over them.
Oh, we have the fucking what's the things like the Woolies and Coles things now. That's the new latest thing. You know,
Oh, the Pokemon,
and the
Woolies,
friggin'
Coles
Harry
thing.
Potters we've had, and the Marvel stuff, and
Yeah,
like,
but
the
that
Ushis.
Pokemon thing's probably the best one of them all because that little
mean,
Cole's Pokemon collection.
They
thing.
are cardboard. They are pretty shit. So it's not.
Oh.
I think the best one
I
we've
thought
ever
they were
had.
like plasticky.
No, they're cardboard. I think the best
So
one that's
a little bit of fucking moisture and it's just gonna go to
basically
fucking
yeah. They
shit.
don't even sit in the tin properly. Honestly, no. I think the best one that ever existed was Woolworths with the Ushis because they're the rubber toys, the rubber pencil toppers.
Yeah, but then they just
no, but
everyone
like
just fucking didn't give a shit after a while.
that's what I'm
Like,
saying though. But for the quality of what you're getting,
yeah, they were
like,
they're actually
that's-
rubber.
better than like a piece of cardboard.
I have an Ushi somewhere. That's a
Like, we've
pencil
got
thing,
heaps.
right? You put on there.
Yeah, the pencil toppers,
Ushi.
the plastic little.
I
rubber-
have a green hula that thing on it.
We went through and all cleaning out. We found our stash in which we had put away, but we just sent them with Jack to his grandparents, so they take them over there at their house. The kids can play with them there. Whatever happens,
Oh, yeah.
I guess happens with them. But we had like a
I think
mad
I stuck
collection
to
of
vacuum
Ushis.
cleaner.
Yeah, like they're decent size, but they're so cheap now. Like you can go to like most toy shops because they're not a thing anymore. Like the trend's out.
Yeah, because
You
people have like just pawned them off,
Yeah, like that trend's. I think, and that's the
or
thing too.
just give them to an op shop.
Is I think the fact when they were existing, it was fun. But then once Woolworths got onto the gimmick of it and then was pushing it, I think it pushed too much to the consumer, and it burnt.
Well,
it
everyone
burnt,
was getting them. Like,
yeah, and I think it burnt consumers out collecting Ushis because so many people were going for them that everyone got
and
overburnt
they
out
kind
with
of
them.
stopped making new ones after a while. Like,
That too, and I think that did it. And
they
then
kind of
because
just dried up.
after Woolworths did that promotion, they did it twice. After they'd done it, Ushi's basically died off the second round it was happening. There was no new ones being made. I'd already started seeing like Ushi's kind of dropping in price, and I think that's why, because it became mainstream. Like, even though it was Disney, Star Wars, still mainstream characters.
Yeah.
It became more gimmicks mainstream. Like, it's like everyone's like trying to shove it down everyone's throat.
It was always a freaking gimmick, though. Really.
Yeah, and I think that's why, it's because it became everyone's got Ushis now. It's like everyone had some form of Ushi. They shot themselves in the foot almost. I felt like. And maybe that's why they were doing it, because they were trying to get rid of all the excess stock, maybe. So it's hard to say what the go was, but I've noticed with a lot of things, when those things kind of happen, the genre market does kind of die off if it's in that categorized theme.
Yeah, because if it's oversaturated, like if everyone jumps on board, they're in it for the fucking money. That's it.
Yeah, and that's what happened with a lot of that Ushi stuff. People
as soon as they lose a little bit of money, like they just see that little dip of cash flow, they're just gonna cut it.
Too, because Ushi's was worldwide sale release, but the promotions they did with Woolworths was exclusive to Australia, and it rubbed a lot of the community collectors the wrong way, because then Australia was selling it to the US, being like, "Oh, you want these Ushi, Woolworths collectibles?"
I mean, you can't freaking blame them though, really.
No, and it's a smart play to a sense to scalp it off, but I mean, on both edges, it's like I can see both sides of the picture where it's shitty because you're missing out, even though your target audience is a worldwide audience, but then it's only exclusive to one region. And I think that's, like I said, just rubbed the whole audience, collector community the wrong way for that genre of stuff.
But I've never once fallen for any of the Woolworths or Coles things.
No, it's just
like, every time they have a promoting, I just don't care.
That was like my mum.
And leave.
That was like my mum today. She's like, "Christmas has come early," and I'm like, "What's he going on about?" She's like, "Christmas has come early." She's waving her hand around, and I'm like, "What are you going on about?" And she showed me, she had like this little Ziploc bag, and it was like a mad stack of all the Pokemon things she had gotten. I'm like, okay, like I've completed my set. Like,
you realize you get that many because they're just trying to get rid of them.
Yeah, like she got them from
because
someone
no
else.
one's really taking them, so they just got all these mass fucking stockpiles.
She had them in the mailbox, so like she had her friends that weren't getting them, like weren't really into them, collecting them for her. But she was just also like, oh, I've been like, okay, like I've completed my set, like I'm fine, like I've got all my set, like I don't care. I made 5 videos on it just for shits and gigs, but I think it was 5 or 4. Either way, like I made videos on it just for shits and gigs for content, and like I've completed my set. Like I don't need to. I barely even bought them. Like I barely even shopped. Like she got them all for me anyway. So that's. But Tarzos were good because they were a nice plastic quality thing. You literally got it free with every packet of chips that was branded with the Tarzo.
Yeah.
Like thing.
There was always a Tarzo in one of the packets if it had the Dragon Ball or whatever branding.
Had a little tag on it, yeah. Had that little slip on it, and it would say Tarzo's inside. Or Pog inside. It was a Tarzo or a Pog. Like, they were the...
I remember holding that as the fucking handle.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what you'd just shake it and it would snap, and you'd be like, oh, you're getting... You'd be like, ah! Then the chip pack would rip off and fly off, and... Oh, that's what I'm saying. It was crazy times. But nah, fucking...
You realise that was 2000, they were a thing?
Yeah.
24 years ago.
Yep. I'm not surprised.
And that... I was so happy.
I'm so happy.
I remember my collection went, to be fair. I just don't know where it went. There was only 40 of them, too. Like, there's only 40 Dragon Ball.
It wasn't much.
But yeah, it seemed like that was
the round thing on the other side. It had. I remember because on the other side it didn't have like
the Dragon Ball,
and then on the front it had like the characters. So it was like the Krillin, Goku, Vegeta, Frieza, etc., etc. And they had the different. Yeah, I've got them somewhere.
So fucking good, right?
They were good. I got most of the set.
But then you had the ones with the sides on them. Remember the they had the sides on them?
Mm.
They had the flip sides.
The double-sided one? Or
and then there was the ones with the holes in them, like the holes on each side. You had the big hole, little hole, like... No, they connected together.
The connector ones, yeah, the other ones. I think they were the Pogs. I think the connector ones were. I think the Tarzos were the normal disc ones, but then the Pogs were the ones that had like holes and connector. I think it was. I think that's what it worked out to. I think that's what we. So weird, Tarzo and Pogs. Like, what the fuck is a Tarzo? Like, who the fuck comes up with this? Oh, bro, I'm gonna look at this disc. We're gonna put an image on it. We're gonna call it a Tarzo. Like, the fuck?
Yeah, because there was the ones with the holes in the, they had those
Oh,
little
look.
slits on the each side, and you had the big one on one side. You could connect them up, and you had the ones with the two sides. You had one going one way, one going the other way. I have no idea what the fuck they were. Like, then you had holographic ones, you had shiny ones, you
Yeah,
had
because I'm trying to
like,
look. I want to double check that. From
that's what I just looked at. I'm like, there's so many Tarzos, man.
so many different things, and then Wars did do the kind of that style did come back with the plastic and the connector ones, the hexagonal connectors. Wars did
Mm.
do those with the Marvel ones. Like they were cool. I actually found a bunch of those. I'm like, ain't getting rid of those.
But like, the only ones I would collect would be the old school like Tarzos.
Yeah, because there was heaps. I'm gonna look at that now. Tarzos.
Yeah, there was
So there
many.
was the old
Like, I just
folder. Oh, then there was the metal ones as well. Yeah, actually, I do remember those weird metal ones because there was the Crash Bandicoot ones. That's
yeah.
right.
Oh, the
Fuck, man.
Crash ones are so
They're
good.
like the little, like our coasters, like how we got those Dragon Ball coasters, but they were
Yeah,
tiny. And they had and you used to flick them. They had one of those you actually
yeah.
had to flick them to combat. Those Pokemon ones as well, was there?
I'm hoping whoever listens to this episode, if they know what we're on
Oh,
about,
the
like just
Yu-Gi-Oh ones as well. That's right. There was the Yu-Gi-Oh ones.
yeah, the Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah, that's right. The Tazo ones had the little pins so you could like battle them. You spin them and they used to battle like little Beyblades. The little spinny top
Yeah,
ones. That's right. I was trying to think for a second. Yeah. They were the.
but
Oh.
like I just that was
That's
so
right. The
fucking
Tarzos
many,
were the
bro.
spinny blades, I think. When they used to spin them or the combo,
Yeah,
you used to
Crash
throw
had
them.
the rubber rings around them.
Yeah, yeah.
Remember that? Like we used to switch the coloured rings on it. Fucking hell, bro. There's like it's a fucking stunt Tarzo, like Tarzo stunts. Like
Okay, they're the
oh,
same
but
thing basically. Pogs and Tarzos were technically the same kind of thing, but within reason. Like Pogs,
yeah,
I think,
those
were the
fucking spinny ones you were talking
Pogs.
about, they were the Crash Bandicoot with the fucking rubber rings around them.
Pogs were the cardboard ones. Tarzos were like the metal ones. But yeah, you used to play different games where you could chuck them at each other. It was like playing marbles, but with discs. Like you know, I used to play marbles where you used to have like you see you could get close to the center. So it's kind of like playing lawn bowls basically. You know, you used to do that with marbles. You ever used to play that where you used to flick you have the
I
big one
never
I think in
played
the middle.
marbles to be. I
So,
mean,
so you'd
I
have
never.
like the one marble in the middle, and then you'd all have your bag of marbles, and you have like your little ones and your big ones, and you flick it in, and you do the closest to like not knock out the center one. And it's like playing lawn bowls. And then Tarzo was kind of the same. You'd have one Tarzo in the middle, and then you used to like sit there and flick your Tarzo into the
Mm.
circle, and it's
Oh
who could get
yeah.
closest to the middle or whatever it was. And then there was like a certain rule, and you used to like trade because you just battle for Tarzos. It's like you take your stack because you collect, and then you take your doubles. That's right. Fuck, I do remember that now. Someone fucking.
That's
I was
how
thinking,
we used to remember characters too. Remember because we used
that's
to
right.
have
I remember that now. My fucking
all
Dragon Ball
these like
ones in primary school. Fucking dude gypped me. He was gonna trade me, and
you gypped you.
and he
No.
fucking I traded bad because I traded before I got, and he fucking didn't give me the fucking shit. And I said, you know, because I traded him. He goes, "Yeah, I'll bring him in tomorrow. Give him to me now, and I'll bring him in." I was like, "Yeah, sure, sure, sure." Gave him my two for this one that I wanted. He never gave me the fucking one I was after. He didn't even get me anything. I was like, "You fucking." I remember that.
He used to have the grudge, yeah.
Yeah, I remember that now. Fuck, you're bringing back memories.
I
Days.
remember the Beyblade ones. They were gold, and you had like the two characters on each one on each
I
side.
think
And
that's why I got
they
into a
had the
fight.
really gold ones, bro.
I think that's why I got into a fight and had my nose busted was because of that.
Because of them, like god dang.
Because I was fighting over it because he
Hey,
fucking
kids are
was tripping
fucking
me up.
savage, my boy.
Got into a fight, I got my nose broken, but it was like, fuck it. I still fucking
Kids are fucking savage, my boy.
punched me and busted my nose, got a nosebleed, but hey, it fucking happens when you get into a fight. Fucking,
Right?
fucking Tarzos. Wouldn't, yeah.
Tazos were because everyone had them, which means
Mm.
everyone was like
Can't,
trading. They were dueling. They were battling each other. They
didn't
were.
make me want to look
Remember the
online.
Simpsons
I
ones?
just see him pop up. I might tempted to try and buy some old Tarzos.
The Simpsons ones were that weird shiny cardboard. It was weird. Like
Yeah,
they were thick, but they were built solid, but they were cardboard.
that's crazy. Fucking trip down nostalgia lane. Um, but no, so fucking, definitely keen though. Fucking everything going on. Man,
It's
bro.
interesting.
But no, definitely fucking. Yeah, so I'm definitely get myself sorted to be out of here soon. Hopefully, get things in storage. I don't know where I'm going now. I'm just fucking trying to think of something because I'm stuck thinking about Tarzos and Pogs.
Um,
Yeah,
well,
fuck.
if you want, I'll
Do
give
you
my
got some
finger
stuff?
pickups now.
Yeah,
So
do your fucking
give you a chance to
pickups.
calibrate.
Yeah, calibrate.
Otherwise,
Oh,
I'll keep talking
man.
about Tarzos and shit.
Oh, fuck yeah. We could have a whole episode on that shit, eh?
They were
Actually,
they were fucking everything.
I have
Like
to try and pick some
I
up,
had
eh?
tons
Oh,
of them.
awesome.
I might even buy some for the potty so people know what we're on about.
bring them back. I could try and find my stash somewhere.
Right? Probably your parents, wouldn't it? In a box somewhere.
Most probably they're in a box bag. I remember I have seen them.
I'll start with.
Get some goodies.
Yeah, I got 5 goodies here.
5 goodies.
This is the last goodies for a while, I think.
Mm. Yeah, that's
No,
definitely for me. Like a bit like
some
that.
next week because some steel books.
I mean,
secret.
I was gonna say it's a little segue before, and I am tempted once I do move into the caravan to do like a decorative Timu order and buy some stuff to put. Like I kind of want to like do up, you know what I mean? Like do up the caravan a little bit. Yeah, pimp it out. Like I'm keen.
Put some lights around like the door and shit. Like
that's it.
Enter here. Get a big arrow.
Enter sign like the light like boop 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 boop. But no, anyway. Fucking, what do you got? What you got?
I've got some bangers here.
Some bangers. With the
some bangers.
mash?
But no, I mean some are smashed, but they're not mashed.
Close enough. Bangers
like
and
that.
smash.
I'm like, bro.
Oh, it's not too
like,
bad,
how do you
but
break
still,
that part? Like, only that part.
They've tried opening it too hard.
Yeah, but just that one part. But
yep, you got
soldier, my boy.
You got your Ghost
Recon.
Nice.
Like some OG.
Finally
this is only like 2010.
Yeah.
But yeah, like complete, nice and done.
Yep.
The disc spins.
Yep.
Oh, there's the piece.
No, it's in there. It was in there. Jim, it was you. You broke.
No, it just broke.
I know.
They probably super glue that back on there.
It hasn't been just tape.
I'm not there. I'm gonna buy a new 360 game and just get a cheap one.
Yep. Get like a FIFA or something and just chop the case over.
Yeah, and just chuck it in there. But other than that, it's a pretty good fucking, very good copy.
Yeah, that's actually nice.
Well, I was gonna say you haven't got your Xbox out, have you?
No, I got none of my stuff out. Like I said, it's all.
Because I'm like, we can co-op these, man. But I'm like,
because that's on. Can we play that? Is that backwards compatible for the Xbox One?
That's on Xbox One, yeah.
You can play that.
Because I just bought this and Advanced Warfighter 1 and 2 for Series X.
Like yeah, because when I move in the caravan, I'm gonna hook up the PS5 and my Xbox.
Yeah, so
the caravan. Yeah. Because then I can comfortably sit in my room and like in the caravan and just play while
jam like.
And if I need to, I can just take it out and go into the back room. But like at the moment, I'm not gonna have that set up yet. My desk and stuff, so it's gonna be a little bit. So I've got my old computer, which I'm gonna try and hook up and hopefully do the podcast on that. So everybody look out for that shortly. Again, we'll be changing soon, whether it be maybe next weekend or the weekend after. I will definitely be in my new location for the podcast. So, just a little FYI there for everyone. But anyway, back to the.
I did it in the wrong order, but continuing the Ghost Recon, Advanced Warfighter 2.
Yep. So did you get like the 3 of them? Did you get?
The first one's on its way still.
Okay, cool.
These are from the same thing.
Yep.
But it is the best of. It's a classics one.
Classic one. I think that's.
But it's the Legacy edition, which is
I had the
cool.
same thing as well, but mine wasn't in the classics case. I think I had the original
but this
Legacy.
is the most popular one there is. I was because trying to find the OG one like this, that Legacy is fucking hard.
Yeah, that's the thing. I've got Legacy, but without the classics. Like it literally is the first line Legacy. Like I was lucky.
The thing was on the post, it had the Legacy, just the plain Legacy one without that. Yeah. But they sent this one, so I'm like,
they clearly just found
when they bundle them.
Yeah,
like they've got one image for multiple copies.
Yeah,
because you don't know what you're fucking gonna get.
Yeah, you don't know which version exactly.
I kind of want to say I got gypped and send it back.
But yeah,
but then again, I got what I paid for.
At least you've got it. At least you've got
I'm gonna buy an original Ghost Recon Warfighter 2 though. Like have the OG and the classics one.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Like the actual 2 versions.
Because still, you get like the bonus disc. Like
yes, which that's what I've got. I should have. I think I've got the 2 discs. I didn't check that.
360 should have the 2 discs. Like
actually, I'm trying to think that now. I don't even know if it does it have 2 discs. Was it one's a disc, one's the install disc? Is that what they did there, or has they got the bonus?
I know, it just says Legacy thing on the disc, so you should have it. It's got Legacy edition on there.
I can't remember now if it had, or if mine was a double stack, or if mine was a spindle. I can't remember now. Like not spindle.
I think the thing's a double stack. No, it's not. It's only a single stack.
That's interesting. They got it in that little sleeve like that. What does it say?
But yeah.
Does it say anything on it? Does it say
Legacy edition down bottom?
Huh.
I don't know.
I have to double check.
Maybe you got gypped if you got a second disc.
Yeah, because I remember specifically getting the one that said Legacy Edition
It's
on it.
it's got
Because
two
I showed you,
discs.
like I showed you it. It had Legacy.
Yeah.
I don't remember if I opened it or not. I'd have to go back a couple episodes.
Dang.
I mean, it's there. I mean, it's literally on the episode. I can go back. Cause I'm sure
Right.
I opened it.
Yeah,
But
but just imagine you only got the one disc though. Like,
yeah,
bruh.
I'd be like, fuck. Now
I
I'm gonna
think
find
that
another
is a
one.
double stack actually. It's pretty tall.
Pretty tall.
Let me try it. Cause that fits in there snug, like very well.
Does it feel like
I
there's
don't know
a
if it's a double one or
Do it
not.
upside down so the oh we've done the other so you don't rub the disc again.
Yeah. I mean, it's there, but I
It's
don't
a
know if
bit
it's a double stack. There's very little fucking room there.
yeah, actually not, but yeah, just yeah. I That's what I used to do when I used to test my cases because I hate putting on there and you'd like accidentally spin it
But
and
that's
you
a cool thing though.
yeah that's cool. Don't see that too often.
They put that in there. Yeah, that's okay. I'm like, okay.
Oh, that's
I didn't know that
nice.
was a second disc off. But the top part there is
But that's just normal. Yeah, that's just doesn't really say
bracket,
anything.
which I am sad about.
Wait,
So I got to get a
what
new
is that?
case
Wait,
for
what
that
does
as
the other
well.
disc say? What does that second disc say you got there?
Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter 2.
You've got two copies of the game.
Do I?
You've got both the standard and the legacy copy, actually.
Dang. I mean, I'll take it.
Yeah, I think. No, I was just thinking about that. I think you've actually got two different copies, two different versions. You've got the original copy, like the
No,
first
because the
version.
original post had the original Legacy, but it had two discs.
I don't. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to think now. Why is it? Because why does one say Legacy Edition on the disc and the other one doesn't? Because why would you have another disc?
Unless that's the game and that's the bonus one. I'm not sure. Like, I don't fucking know.
We'll find out at some
I
point
have
when
to
you chuck
boot
them
them up,
in.
I think.
Yeah, now I'm kind of confused. And I'm like, wait a second. If it's Legacy Edition kind of themed, that disc should say Legacy Edition as well.
Yeah.
I still think I might have got
so, wouldn't you?
gypped. I still think I got gypped, but still, like, it's just interesting.
Yeah,
Like,
because Legacy Edition, new maps, co-op missions, weapons, game modes, achievements, and much, much more. But
you
is
shouldn't
a
have
whole
to have a
disc?
disc.
Like, I
Yeah,
didn't.
I feel like what do you need a disc to install that? But like,
I've
that
already
feels weird.
installed. No, I haven't installed. I got it digitally, so who knows?
Yeah, that's kind of. I'm curious now. Huh?
But
Mine's boggled. You got me boggly confused.
moving on to an Ubisoft section again.
You're already in the Ubisoft section. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I just kind of blanked that Ubisoft part. But it's a triple pack
Oh,
of Outland, From Dusk, and Beyond Good and Evil HD.
oh, that's a good pack. That one. Fuck yeah.
I like got that for like 60
Especially
bucks.
having
Like,
Beyond Good and Evil on disc. Like that's nice.
also, this all works on the Xbox Series X, so I'm
Dust. Have
fucking
you
winning
ever
here.
played Dust?
What, From Dust?
Mm.
It looks fucking good.
It's not bad. It's an interesting game.
You can like shape land and
Yeah.
shit, like target your survivors one foot to another. Like, it looks good.
It is a
Same
good
as
game.
Outland. That looks fucking good. I did play a little bit of that.
Yep.
But Ubisoft back in this day, these bangers, man.
Fucking Beyond Good and Evil is just something
But
different.
To find this
I remember
pack on like
seeing
for
that-
60 bucks,
That's good because I remember seeing that back in the day, and I just glanced over
it's all
it.
on
Literally.
the one disc. Like, it
Yeah.
all just fit on the one thing.
But as a collector
They're all
today, I'm
smaller
like,
games.
fuck, like it's so nice. That's what $20 a game, basically.
Yeah.
That's
like,
not bad.
fucking.
It's
Considering
like-
I've never played
Good
Beyond Good and
condition
Evil.
too. Like
This
it's
is my
like good-
first.
Like the
Yeah,
case
it's in
looks really
mint
fucking
it's-
yeah.
The book. Fucking
Yeah, that's what I
perfect.
saw that when you opened it. It looked fucking clean as.
I'm like, a nice little. I looked at it from there. Like, they didn't overcomplicate it. They just
No.
put
Fucking
I'm like-
clean.
good fucking pickup.
No, that is a real good fucking pickup, honestly.
A game that I probably will never play on the Xbox because I got it on PS5. But
Yep.
we're going to Bethesda Land.
Oh.
Skyrim.
Skyrim. Skyrim.
Skyrim. I owned it like fucking 10 times, but
Don't we all?
cool part is it's in very good nick. Like, there's a book.
Yeah.
I still got the receipt too from JB Hi-Fi from 2011.
Oh my lord.
So he was an OG whoever had it, and they just sold it.
Yeah, he's like done with it. He's
They
mostly
literally
upgraded.
bought it.
I bet you 100% that person would have bought the upgraded, like bought it for like Xbox like One Series. You know what I mean? Like they would have done that. It's
Yeah.
like then just gone. I don't need this old version.
Yep.
Just get the later version.
Yeah,
I
from
do want to get like the
what
complete,
date?
because I haven't got
The
all.
13th of November 2011 they bought this.
When
Which
did
when did
I don't check?
Skyrim
I don't
release? I
check
know it was
that.
2011. Was it November?
Is this a
Skyrim.
print?
Yeah, 11th of November,
Yeah, so this is the
2011.
release date. He picked up release date, basically.
Yeah,
Fuck.
which makes sense because it's still got the fucking map too, like the Hefty Boy map. Like this thing is thick. I haven't opened it, but it's like a leathery map. It
Yeah,
feels weird.
how they did stuff was a little bit thicker and the quality was just a little bit better.
I kind of want to get that framed and put it in a
Yeah,
like
that'd
a.
be cool.
It's a fucking big map because that's only a little part of it. I'm like, I want to see what it
Speaking
is fully out.
speaking of Skyrim, I don't know if you've seen them lately, but there's this new like VR mod experience, like AI. Have you seen them on YouTube at all?
No,
So there's basically like this
no.
new like AI learning mod for it, and you can basically talk to NPCs now. So you can like actually interact with them, and they'll have like a kind of like the Matrix, that Matrix thing on PS5. You know, they had the learning AI, and you could interact and talk with them.
It's a fat case with the map in there.
Yeah. Then there's a mod, and
It's a fat boy.
someone accused the Jarl of something, like, because it was like in Skyrim, the Jarl, he's like, I accuse you of treason or whatever it was, and he took it to like the king, and he's like, oh, let me see this letter, and he's like talking to him, and he gives him the letter. He's like, oh, you will see in this letter, and then it's cool because like the AI was like talking back, like you can see the confusion of the AI trying to figure it, and then it was like communicating back, but it was like great, just like chucking NPCs under the bus, like accusing him of
That's
treason. Like that's
hilarious.
cool that these people are making these mods now for Skyrim to make it more immersive, where you're just randomly you're being immersed now in the experience
You're
that
just
you're
there.
yeah, because now you can actually walk around in VR and actually walk up to NPCs and ask them questions, and they have like their own personality
I wonder if that'll
almost,
hit
like,
the PSVR because PSVR is the best way to play it.
because like that's some cool that's what we need.
Mm.
Like if you really realistically make, like, for example, Starfield a game of the generation experience, you would make it a VR game that has AI adaptive learning like that, where you could literally walk up, and even if you
I won't
you
get
may not have
VR.
VR, but if you had like your headset and you're playing, you could ask them a question and not just be so
Right.
niche pinpoint, like, oh, here's your selective questions, what are you going to ask them, and then there's a combined answer, like, because it's all
As an
coded.
AI thing, it has to be completely online.
like
Like,
it'd be cool to be able to, like,
I don't want an online Elder Scrolls game.
well, AI learning's pretty adaptive. I don't know if it needs to necessarily be. I mean, there might have to be, I guess, connect to servers.
There would have to be, otherwise it wouldn't get
But
them
like, it
anywhere.
would
Like
still
it.
be cool to, like, imagine just going around and just be
Mm.
like, where is this like you actually asking, like, for the quest, almost like you like, or or a certain phrases will activate the general
Mm.
questioning, and you can answer.
Like they give you an option to
Yeah.
either enable that or just play normal. Like,
Yeah, and if make, because I feel like that's what we need for any, like, not Bethesda specifically, but anyone that's making like RPG fantasy games that are set in that time, that's like Skyrim, for
well,
example, or
Baldur's Gate
you know,
kind of did that. Like
Baldur's
they
Gate, yeah.
had you had more than the usual
So,
options, and
yeah, and if they had some
you have
more,
these like pre-dialogues that go for fucking
yeah,
ages. I'm like,
try to make it a bit more natural feeling. They gave you more options to make it a bit more, like, if we could have
which I
that
got some
where,
news about that very soon.
oh, that's alright then. But that'd be cool if we had that like in more games. So, segueing a bit, that yeah, it'd be cool to just have that vocal in games to be able to just communicate with the NPCs yourself. Like, I would love to just be like, walk up to an NPC and just like you remember? No, it's another game. But like, imagine just walking up to an NPC, and be like, I'm gonna fuck you, and they'd be like, they'll either be shocked, be like, what was that? And they want to start fighting you, like, I'm gonna fight you, and then they try, you know what I mean? Like, oh, you want to go? And they spring out swords, like, you want to fuck me? I'm gonna fuck you, like, I don't know, just something like,
Right?
just to be able to piss people off, and you could like apologize, like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it like that. It's like, oh, okay, and just feel a bit more immersive in games.
Where you
like,
can actually piss off the NPCs other
yeah,
than just bug them.
and then like, imagine if you had the headset and you're like, like, people play games like just being funny, be like, oh, haha, oh, I like that ass. You know, maybe people like get really perverted with games. But imagine having that thing, maybe like you see an NPC walk by, like, oh, look that ass. You're like, excuse me, what did you say? Walks up and slaps you, and then you fucking get some damage or something. You know what I
I
mean?
feel
Like,
that Rockstar would have that before anyone else.
like it would be kind of funny just to feel that immersed in gameplay. Like,
Imagine that, like I bet that's somewhere in GTA 6,
yeah, like just do something. That'd be kind of
because
cool.
they kind of
just
had it in
immersive.
5, like they kind of had those
Well,
reactions.
you had that button and you could like press it when like yes,
Mm.
like you could have a positive or a negative, wasn't it? Like you could, and it would just automatically just
Yeah.
pick a dialogue of what they were saying, and you could eavesdrop and you could say, or something like, "Oh, how are you doing?" And you could reply back to him. You press the D-pad, and he'd be like, "Oh yeah, I'm doing
I'm
great."
like, I think
you know?
GTA 6 is really gonna blow everything
Like
else
that'd
away.
be cool
Like,
if there's something like that. Dude. Like I just want that immersive. That would be next level. Like I'm seeing that kind of thing
whereas
as
I
being
think
next generation of
people
gaming.
say like Bethesda, like they've gone backwards.
They have gone backwards 100%. Like there's no
Like I say, like as much as people love this, I hate it.
yeah. But like that's it. Like, but that's that point. Anything after that has kind of gone backwards. Like Skyrim was almost their peak point. Like it's bad, but like
Yeah.
anything after that has gone
Like
backwards.
Fallout
Almost.
4 was okay. Like 3's still better.
But it was going backwards. It started going backwards.
And
One step
Elder
forward.
Scrolls 6, hopefully.
When it eventually comes.
But they said Starfield is the most ambitious. And I was like, well, if that was
That's-
ambitious, then what?
I know that's the most ambitious. I'm scared what 6 is. Bit, yeah.
But
Anyway,
the last one here, still continuing that trend of Bethesda.
yep.
Published by 2K, which I don't get. But the better game, Oblivion.
Yeah. That's something
I
about.
think
Oblivion.
that's way better than Skyrim. Like really,
I think that's realistically the only Elder Scroll that I don't actually own is Oblivion. I have Morrowind and I have Skyrim,
I got a map too.
but I don't think I have Oblivion. I don't think.
Oblivion.
Oblivion.
This is from the same seller, so I'm guessing this was a day one as well for them.
Just trying to clear out their stock, their stash.
Yeah, because this was. I got both of these for $20.
Yep. Oh, that's not bad. What together? $20 each or $20?
Yeah, $20 total.
Oh, that's not bad. $10 each.
Yeah, 10 with free shipping.
Ah, that's bargain.
So it's probably less than 10 each. Like it's probably
Yeah.
like 5 each,
It's
maybe.
still in really
Like
good condition too.
yeah, they're in
Honestly,
like perfect condition, man. Like the books are neat, the maps are still neat. Like yeah, the same seller. So I'm like, they look nicely on my 360 shelf next to each
Yeah.
other.
I do want to.
I don't know why they went black when it was like that. I was like, that's so weird.
I believe. Well, that's the you've got the game. Is it the game of the year edition of Oblivion, or is that the?
No, it's the stock standard.
Okay, because I know the game of the year edition was a different color. I think it was like a maroon.
It was,
or
I think,
brown.
about that as well.
Yeah.
Probably not as dark, but it was
I think
still
it's,
a darker.
I think it's the opposite. I think the black or whatever that Oblivion has is what it becomes, and the white becomes the they invert. The colors invert between the stand and the game of the year. So yeah. So what was?
But
black
either way,
becomes
I'm
white, what was white
going to
becomes
dig
white.
into Oblivion because I like that game. Even though I didn't
Yeah.
play it necessarily, but my mate loved it and he was always
Would
playing it.
you ever play Morrowind?
I love that game. Yeah.
Like I always remember every time.
Oblivion and Morrowind are peak Bethesda.
Like, well, and as soon as every time I play, I never got far into Morrowind, but every time I played it, I'd always, when you get off the ship, I'd always loot everything, and then I'd be basically overcome by the time I've left the creation.
and you can't do anything.
And I'm like slowly walk along, and then you get to that spot, and that dude falls out of the sky. It's just like that's all I really remember. It's like I'd overcome myself, go along, and the dude be like,
Look at that game was
and then just fall out. And it's like,
fucking
okay.
old, man.
There's that guy. I'm like, sucks to be him, and then overcome.
I remember playing it on the OG Xbox.
Yep.
I remember back when it was about that time, and I thought this game looks fucking amazing.
Yep.
Look at it now.
It's crazy. Yeah, it's fucking.
And yet Oblivion looks better than Skyrim.
For what it was for its time too.
Oblivion was what, 2006, 7?
Something like that, yeah. Like it's not.
Let me have a look.
It's only a couple of year gap. I don't know. Yeah, it's weird.
Oblivion. Or you Oblivion.
Oblivion.
I spelled Oblivion wrong.
Oblivion.
2006.
2000. Yeah.
March 2006.
And then 5 years later
Okay,
was
like
Skyrim.
March, like
So that's the thing. Like, look at that. Like then, like turnarounds with like a 5-year gap between
Skyrim
games.
was 5 years later. Like
games. Like saying they did what Fallout after that. They did Oblivion and Fallout. 3
yeah,
years?
Fallout was like 2007, 8, I think.
Was that a year after?
9.
So there's like a big gap between franchises. I know
Fallout 3 was
sequels,
2008, so 2 years after. Yeah,
and then 3 years after that was Skyrim.
Skyrim. Yeah, and then Fallout 4 was way after that,
Yeah.
like 2015.
Well, it's because they milked Skyrim for how many times after that though? Here's Skyrim. Here's Skyrim the DLC. Here's
They
Skyrim,
milked it after that too.
And then Fallout 4 came out, and then it was like, here's
'Cause
Skyrim.
when the PS6 and the new Xbox comes out, they're going to release it natively for PS5 and that Series X.
That's what I'm saying.
They're
That's
going to
what I'm
do it
saying.
again.
Like that's what I'm saying. Though, it's like we had Skyrim come out, then they had the Skyrim DLC like thing with the bundle, the DLC I think it was, and then Fallout 4 came out, and then they're like Skyrim game. It's like, oh my god, how many versions you could have had Skyrim.
But there
DLC.
is Oblivion
Skyrim Game of the Year
remaster coming out next, I think.
That would be good though, but that makes sense because like
we can play that like upgraded a little bit because we kind of need that. Like people love Oblivion more than anything else they've done. Like,
yeah,
but it's stuck on old hardware.
That's
where Skyrim's on every platform imaginable now.
I know. Out of
Same
all
as
the games,
Doom.
Yeah. Imagine if they just
But Skyrim, it kept re-releasing, but it was always the same bugs. They never fixed anything.
Yep. They just
literally just ported it. Yep,
yeah.
port.
100% just kept porting. Like, that's all he did was just keep porting it. Why?
Whereas GTA 5, that got upgraded.
Yeah. Exactly. Well, that's the difference. Like, it's crazy. What different companies do with different...
I don't even... I
need a little technical difficulty. We're having technical difficulty there for a second. Bugged out! Jim's there. I can just statically hear you, but you're frozen with you. My god, my internet's shit right now. Do apologise, ladies and gentlemen. Jim is experiencing my shitty internet difficulties. Why is it red? My Discord's about to drop. Holy shit! Oh my god. I'm connected still, but it's red. Oh god. There we go. Oh, it's starting about... No, it's red again. 25 ms. It went to 5,000 ms for a second there. Milliseconds. Oh, framed move. Jim's starting to come back. My connection's starting to balance out. Oh my god, it's not the podcast without some kind of technical difficulty, honestly. It's the only drawback with doing this, but honestly, it would be nice if we were actually like we could do a podcast like properly, have a proper setup. Would be nice to have a room for the podcast. Let me look at my internet connection. Oh, there we go. There we go.
The Wi-Fi shit it, so I go to my fucking hotspot.
Lord. Yeah, mine shit itself.
I was at 5,000 milliseconds.
Yeah, mine was doing the exact same thing too. Mine was shitting out. Yours was shitting out. What the fuck's going on? We both shitted out.
I don't know.
Someone playing around with the servers at the fucking Discord headquarters.
That was weird because if we both went at the same time,
something fucking happened. And I was like, oh, it's me. And then I changed my internet around, my Wi-Fi ports, things around. Fucking hell.
That was weird.
Discord.
Hey, the perks of doing it live, right?
That's it. We'll record on Discord too. I think I don't know. I'm not trying to own horn here, but I don't know with most people that do. Thinking about it, most people that do podcasts. I'm wondering if we're one of the longest running, possibly discorded, maybe amount of episodes podcasts that exists.
Maybe, yeah.
Because I was thinking about that. I was thinking, like, we've done, like...
Everyone else uses, like, Teams or
they're either
video calls.
Zooms, or they're actually, like, together in a room doing stuff. Or, you know, like, I don't think there's many that do this.
Yeah,
like,
but the ones who use, like, Teams and that, like, why?
Yeah.
Just use Discord, it's free.
Like, we use Discord, but, like, not sponsored Discord, but,
No, but we could.
But like, it just seems to be like I don't know. Like
I'm
I
always
look at
plugging
most
Discord to everything.
I look at most podcasts, and a lot of it is people in face to face. Where like we've done this over Discord for so fucking long, it is crazy. Like I know we started technically when we did the audio, it was Anchor, and it was direct.
For the first year, it was on mobile. Like,
It was literally mobile. We were like I said, I still remember we are gonna do House Party. House Party was weird. We are gonna have Eddie
the house
involved.
party,
And then
fucking hell.
fucking Eddie didn't, and then we did that one episode with Eddie, and it was fun, and that's quite kind of, and then he's never come back, and I want him to get on here, and he just doesn't want to, and I'm trying to get his brother now, but his brother's in Japan at the moment, so I'm waiting for him to get back, and I want to try and get him on the podcast, because he'd be fucking hilarious to have on the podcast. But yeah, it's like I said, I'm not really trying to get anyone guested on yet, until I've settled back into, like, and start setting everything back up again, and then I can organize, like, once I feel
I'm gonna
relaxed
wait for
that
that as well.
like
fucking...
that's exactly it. Like I'm fine with like whatever, like just having fun, but like I just feel uncomfortable with a shitty setup. I feel like just having like it just
right.
feels shitty. Like I wouldn't like be like sitting like this and then be like having like freaking Tom Hanks come on the podcast and be like, "Sup, Tom Hanks?" You know, ignore that there's a giant couch out of place and the fucking Hello Fresh box behind me and random shit like be like, "Oh, how's what's the latest movie you're doing? How was it? For example, like that's kind of like not the way you want to have a podcast running. Like it feels very tacky, or not tacky, but
Okay, I was wrong
what?
about the Oblivion remaster.
Mm. Oh, you were?
It's actually a remake. I just googled it.
Oh, remake.
It was in the FTC documents that the Oblivion remake was.
Oh yeah.
This year, I think.
Or
next year,
stick to
it was.
Depending on what they do now.
They're using the fuck part is apparently it's using Skyrim assets.
Huh? That's just gonna
Instead
look
of its own assets, it's gonna look like fucking Skyrim.
the game's gonna
But
feel
be
confusing.
Oblivion.
So because you'd be playing it and you feel like you're playing Oblivion, but it's gonna look like Skyrim, so you're gonna think you're playing Skyrim.
Like they're two complete different games. Like they got different
The styles,
aesthetics.
yeah, because
like,
they're different regions of the world, the planet they're on, like the Earth.
yeah, like I just wouldn't you think they just remake the original textures? It wouldn't
Just
take that much.
Upscaling.
They're already built. You just got to upres them.
Yeah.
Why would you switch them? Why would you go to a whole different fucking game on a whole different engine?
I don't know.
It will be a whole engine now. Just upgrade what you've got.
I don't get what they're doing. I don't get what anyone does.
I mean, it's Bethesda, so I mean,
just Helldivers.
they can do whatever the fuck they want. It's still going to be mid if it is using Skyrim's textures.
Oh, did you hear about the latest missions for fucking? You haven't been on Helldivers for a bit, have you?
I'm still waiting for. They keep breaking it, so I'm going to wait still.
It breaks and fixes and breaks and fixes. Because it's funny because you go, "Oh, it's broken."
No, I'm just waiting
but it
until
seems to be fixed again.
fixed.
But I don't think it's. I think it's meant to be slightly a little bit like that, just to cause the stress. But
well, the arc thrower and that now breaks the game. If you use that, you're going to crash.
mostly, I haven't seen that yet.
All the arc weapons are broken. They're going to break your game.
Too many
pixels. There's still some things happening. The patch they put out a few days ago, the fucking patch notes are this fucking long.
I'm not surprised. It's funny.
Of stuff they've fixed, but also this long was stuff they haven't fixed yet. So I'm like, I'll still wait.
Yeah, you miss it. Well,
like, it's good that it's in a playable state, but it's like, it still needs a lot of fixing.
Yeah, because they got their new war bond.
They're fixing spawns. They've made less big things, and they're still sorting things out. But I'm still just gonna. Like, I've put my fair share in like 40 odd hours, so I'm still gonna play it.
Yeah, that's it. No,
but I'm waiting where it's a nice balance.
We've got the new war bond, premium war bond pass thing that's there. The advancements have.
So you can still buy the old ones, right?
Yeah,
Our ones are still there. Like, how are they gonna do that when it's like keep building? Like they're gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like.
Yeah, there's gonna have massive amounts of them. You just unlock what you want to unlock.
Which is pretty. Which the way battle passes should be.
Not a limited kind of one-off.
Like
thing.
Oh, hiccups. Just have them there if you want them, and you miss one, you can always go back for the other ones.
Yeah, you can unlock at your own pace. Exactly.
I think Halo did that,
yeah,
but it's still not as good as this.
No, the shit they have in there is just shit for Infinite's one.
Yeah, that's what I
It's
mean. Like,
absolute
it's not
crap.
as good.
But
'Cause who's gonna go back to older stuff if they didn't already have it? Like,
yeah. What was I saying? Fucking the advancements have been different stuff been happening in holdovers, but apparently the last mission we had, we failed. And
yeah,
it was like the defense line thing with the Terminids and stuff, and we failed. And because they were trying to like advance the push of back on the planets, but we lost them, so they've pushed forwards again. That they've now put a ban on reproduction, so Super Earth cannot repopulate at the moment. So
that's
there's
hilarious.
so they said there's like applications said in the thing applications to reproduce will be denied at this time because we don't have enough planet space to be able to start repopulating those planets because the Terminids have taken
That's
them over. Like,
hilarious.
and like that's hilarious that we
But
failed.
that's why they're using clones also because they're not taking up space either.
Mm. So they can just have them on the go, just print them.
That's what Eddie doesn't get. Like, as long as you finish the main mission, you're good.
Yeah.
I don't get why he's always got to try and like just
I mean, I'm
evacuate.
always
Like, you don't have
yeah
to evacuate. You don't have to. You just die there.
yeah exactly. Like once you're done, like yeah,
Like, it
it's
sounds like do the main mission, then you're free to just do whatever the fuck else you want.
if you want to try and collect stuff and then leave, then yeah, because you want to try and get the goods and get out of there. But that's why I hate when people fucking just complete the mission then ready one to evac. It's like, bro, we still got like plenty of time and plenty of shit to grab and do. Like,
That's how, like, you do the main mission, then you do the side stuff, then you
yeah,
just leave.
exactly. Because at least
That's
if
how
you
I
got
don't
that
get. Like,
done,
people just want to go in and do everything at once. I'm like,
do that after
if you're
when the
doing the
time you got
side
left.
stuff, you're losing time on the main mission, which could take you longer.
Yeah, exactly. And that fucking thing is still happening with that high difficulty with that fucking 4 minute countdown is pissing me off.
Yeah, I think they got to fix that. I think that's the
Yeah.
thing.
Because that fucking blitz thing, what's the point of trying to get a trophy when you
In
need
like
that
3 minutes or something.
Yeah, you literally got to get
2
into the
minutes.
match, try and do it in like
2 minutes.
2 minutes or something like that before you. It's like that's not realistic because you do the thing. It's a 4 minute fucking call in, and it's like, oh my god, like.
Because you have to destroy all them nests in under 2 minutes to get that 4 minute call in.
Mm. It's fucked.
There's no way you're landing doing all the nests in 2 fucking minutes.
And then getting back to the evac, even if you have someone sitting there, getting back to the evac, and
As
then
we
fucking,
did.
yeah, like, it's fucked. It makes no sense.
And then I'm still pissed at Eddie for running off on that countdown to start the whole 4 minutes again.
I know.
I'm like, how'd you leg it?
But
It tells you you're going away, it's gonna reset, and he just keeps running. I'm like,
one of the
okay.
one of the boosters though, because you know how when you call it in and you got the countdown, and then there's like the 10 seconds for this ship to actually like come in after that as well. There's apparently a booster that reduces that time. So once the time's like counted down, and there's
It's like
that,
an instant.
yeah. So once it's like the time still countdown's 2 minutes or whatever it is, but that end thing of when you like once the countdown's done and you gotta wait the 10 seconds for him to fly in to land, that's apparently quicker now because like if you have that right booster on because he's like you've got a professional pilot, so he's just like countdown's done, he's straight in, fucking there ready to fucking pick you up, like he's not like fucking around kind of thing. Like, so I was like, that's kind of cool. That's like
nice.
I mean, because that 10 seconds can mean a lot sometimes once that time's cooled down. Like, you know that would help.
10
Anything
seconds,
helps.
like fucking hell.
that's what did me in. That literally did me in on my fucking run on that fucking doing that trophy for myself. I was glitching it, fucking had it called in, and that the timer ran out, but that fucking waiting for him to leave the fucking ship to come down to pick you up was what put me over that fucking time
I think
limit.
they're still tinkering with times. Like it's still going to be.
Yeah,
it's going to be fluctuating until they get the sweet spot.
the right sweet. Yeah, because it's like that seems a bit much. So like,
but if they make it that hard, they're gonna have to give us all the trophy. Because if it gives us a 4 minute countdown we're not going to be able to do it.
No, exactly. You're not going to be able to evac in time.
Because you have to run to the eggs initially.
You need to literally have like even when we've done it, we've had one person go. Well, we tried to, and it was a bit janky. But I think even if you were to be on the map, have someone like because wherever you land, you still got to run. So whether you've landed at the middle of the map, closest to the eggs, or even to the evac,
you still got to spread.
You've still got even if you land at evac, I feel like that shoots yourself in the foot. Whereas because
you got to run all the way to the thing,
other people have to run and then try and run back because you got evac as well. So
you don't have to run back. Maybe you just don't get called in.
Well, yeah, that's it. But you still got to make sure you've got enough lives, and then everyone's died at the right time.
Well, it's easy. You get 20. if you go with 4 people.
Yeah, but even then, like you still got to wait. Like, oh, I mean, you get the instant.
It just sucks how you can't die in the field, because if you die, you get spawned near someone else.
Yeah,
You're gonna run back to the eggs. I was like, you got to flawless run. Like everyone's got to be flawless.
exactly. So basically, you got to kind of drop.
Which is why you take an airstrike or whatever, just
spritz.
kill them all at once, then just die and go.
Yeah. It's just. Oh.
Which it's not that simple, because some are spread out. Like you just can't hit them all at
I do
once.
though that we have the mechs now, so that does help with blowing up the nests, because some of the explosives don't always.
Yeah, but also you got to
right.
wait for that call in as well.
But it's not bad if you're at like the nest spot and you're trying to like throw grenades. You got one of the big ones, like the big nests, and you have to call them in.
Rocket it all.
And you're shooting at it while you're calling it in, and then you can jump in and then rocket it, and then you can blow yourself up in it, and yeah.
You just kill yourself on the bugs.
Either or, there's plenty of different
or
ways,
just grenade yourself.
So it'd be nice if we can try and fudge that at some point, because it's trying to counter for that fucking.
You can't fudge it. That countdown's fucked.
I know, 4 minutes.
You got to do it all in less than 2 minutes.
I know, it's fucked.
Because that countdown, as long as no one leaves the area, it takes 4 fucking minutes.
Yeah.
And that's without someone running off and getting it reset.
Yep.
Or everyone dying and it resets.
Oh, it's just annoying.
I was like, we should have done that way before, when it was
gave you
a good time.
I know. We didn't know.
But again, we didn't have the difficulty unlocked, and
we didn't know that was going to happen. We didn't know that they were going to change the time. It was going to be a time bug or whatever it was.
I don't even know what they've done to it. Really, they buffed it by 2 minutes. Like, what the?
I know, because everything else evacs at.
And that's all just that planet. Did you try any other planets?
Yeah, we've done other planets. Still had a 4 minute.
Yeah, it's definitely bugged then. Like, it shouldn't be doing that.
Because we did another mission.
Nothing has a 4 minute call in.
Because those ones that we've done, it was a different.
Except the Blitz mission.
Yeah. No, we've done it. We've done the missions. We've
literally
moved
a Blitz mission.
It's literally the Blitz.
Quick mission.
It's meant to be a quick mission, but it's a 4 minute fucking call in. So I'm like, unless that booster does reduce that time in the end, but 15% of 2 minutes, 4 minutes is not
still
2 minutes.
3.5 minutes.
Yeah, like it's still
a bit more than 3.5 minutes.
It makes no sense. It makes no sense.
About 3.5. Like I don't get why it's that fuck. It should have been 2 minutes the whole time.
But I haven't been on there. I've been on and off with the game anyway, so.
Wookie's on there a lot.
Yeah, he's been playing a lot lately, which is cool. Like, it's funny, like, we were on it, like, basically day dot, now everyone else is starting to get on it now, like, all of our friends. Taking them a little while.
I mean, we've pretty much done everything. We just gone for the trophies now, really.
Yeah, like, it's still a game you can go back and have fun with, like, I do every now and then, but, like, you don't always have to be on it.
We had all the early fun, like, we had all the early fun, where people now have all the... They just playing catch up to us.
Yeah. I'm still
we're kind of like the veterans now. Like we're like
so we're the veterans. Like I'm maybe a lower level, but we are the veterans. Like we, got into it.
There's a hero already on there. Like kind of this. I don't remember his name, but he's joining random people's games.
Yep.
And he's just like helping them out a shit ton.
Yep.
Like dropping them good weapons.
Yeah, I've
been
trying to do that as well. But yeah, it's the law people are making with some of the communities, because some people are just on there more so. Like, it's just crazy. Like, there's some people that just have that time.
Spends all the day just helping everyone out.
Yeah. Like, I'd do that. I'd try and do that as well. Like, I've literally tried doing that, dropped into games and dropped mechs for people, and no one fucking grabs. Like, it's a fucking mech I've called in for you. Use it. Like, I'm trying to assist you guys.
He does use chat and say, pick this up. Yeah. Here, take this.
Yeah.
But
like,
I think it's on PC as well, which makes it even easier.
Yeah.
He can just type it out and do it.
Type chat, exactly. But no, we've had some good clips though. But
I'm just happy the community is so fucking good on there. Like, where as an online game, communities are usually mixed, but this is mostly good.
Yeah, because everyone usually deals with everything pretty swiftly.
And they've also found a way to stop. Remember how you got killed by not running the fucking meta weapons? How they used to just kick you from the game.
Yeah.
Now if they've actually kind of stopped that with if you do that, you lose all your samples.
What's that if you kick
something about like the samples get deleted from your match if you kick the non-meta people.
But how would it know when you're kicking?
I don't know how it is, but
they got to know because
done something with samples.
Because literally,
it just fucks you over.
Yeah, because I would like to know how that works. Because so many times I'm playing games and I'm trying to run the map and collect samples, and people are evacing as I'm trying to fucking run around the map and do shit.
That's not a bad thing though. That's just them being in a fucking hurry. Like
no, but it's like I'm my game. I'm the host. they're joining me and then leaving the mission, like getting the missions done. I'm still trying to fucking play the game and like collect shit.
That
and do
doesn't mean
shit.
shit though. They can leave whenever the fuck they want, as long as they call it in after
And
the
it
main
annoys me.
mission's
So
done.
like I'm trying to like go around and like do the missions. I'm like, yep. And I'm going to get samples and I run off, collect the samples, and then they've done the thing and they call it evac. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? So I just kick them. Like, no, get the fuck out of my game. Like, I'm trying to play the game here and do my shit. Don't call the fucking evac. So I'm like, fuck yous, kick your fucking before you get to evac. And I just kick them. It's like, get the fuck out of my game then. If you're not going to work and play, get the fuck out of my game.
I'll
Like,
be careful with that though, because you can get in trouble for that.
like, yeah, so I just kick people from my game because that's what I'm like, how's it going to work? Because there's literal people, if you, like, how's it know if there's someone being toxic that could be, like, abusing chat and you kick them because they're abusing chat, or could be killing team, like,
I'm
I mean,
pretty sure
if
that they'll see why they're being kicked though, like on
yeah,
the
like,
records and that.
it'd be no, like, that's what I'm saying, like, what are they going to do? Like, it's interesting.
But it's pretty
to have
cool
that.
that they're stamping out the kicking just because they haven't got a fucking meta weapon.
That
like,
one, yeah,
like,
that one.
People run different things. Like, who cares? It's a
Especially if
fucking
there's-
game, for fuck's sake.
Especially if there's like low level fucking like players, of course they're not gonna
Yeah,
have the
like
meta
who
weapons
don't
at low
unlock the
levels.
good shit yet. Like,
Yeah, exactly. Like that I can understand. Like kicking people because they don't have meta weapons is a bit of it. It definitely is toxic. But like I just get annoyed when people aren't playing the game and you're trying to do something and then they're just like evac.
well, they are
before
playing the
anything's
game.
done.
They're just in a hurry to get out for some fucking reason.
They just yeah, I
Like,
don't know,
loot the area. Like, it's not that difficult. You got
Like,
fucking
yeah.
40 minutes.
Yeah, that's exactly it. They did the mission. We had still fucking like half an hour or something on the clock, and they went to fucking evac, and I couldn't even get back in time because I was across the map. They could see I was across the map doing side missions. They could see I was doing that, and then fucking they called the fucking thing in, and I'm like
I'm
fucking
guessing they
running
were a
all
team.
the way back across the fucking map. No, they're all randoms running all the way across. I'm like, thanks, fuck guys, I can't fucking get there, and I fucking everything's attacking me, and then I'm trying to fucking run around to fucking get there, and the fucking ship leaves before I get in.
To be
And I
fair,
had my
Eddie does that to us.
and then I had the fucking, I had all the fucking samples basically in my pocket too. And then they fucking evac'd. And I'm like,
The other times he jumps in before you're even anywhere near it. It's
Like,
fucking hilarious.
fuck, man. It's like,
I was like, Dad, we're waiting for you. Then Eddie's like, in. I'm like,
yeah, it's like fucking hell. It's
the
like,
thing waits for ages. Like, you don't have to jump straight in
exactly.
there.
Like, it has a count. Unless it's like those short missions, which then it has a quick countdown on it. But if you call it in and you don't go near it, it won't, like, have that 20-second countdown. It will sit there.
It's only as soon as you get one person gets in there, it's gonna count.
Then
Which
does it-
Eddie's fucking
yeah.
known for.
He dives into it. It's like, oh, it's like, hurry up, Jim. Like that one was like, hurry up, get the fucking thing in. It's like, because you'll be trying to do something and you just get stuck fighting. He's already jumped
Yeah,
in.
because we're usually out killing stuff, like doing something, and Eddie's just like, the countdown happened.
Yeah, it's like, fuck me, let us know.
It's like
or
he left
something
you
so
on
then-
that fucking robot planet. Remember that? Like,
Oh,
just
it's like,
you running up the fucking side.
I'm still fucking coming. Like, I gotta get around to it. Like, fuck's sake.
It was that quick 150 kills. I was like, you're at the
Yeah.
bottom, and you gotta go all the way up the ramp.
Yeah, and every time I fucking nearly got there to get in, I fucking missed the time because someone's fucking started. And that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
'cause-
It's just like, can't you just see there's time still on the clock? Do shit. Like, if you're in a rush, go do something else. Like, don't
Yeah.
be playing this game. Like, they're literally like, I won't play it if I don't have the time or feel like I'm gonna dedicate the time for one mission.
You can't just
I'm not gonna.
do it for. You can't
Like,
just
I know-
get in there and out in a
Like,
second.
I know I can run through maps and do like those maps that missions can be like 40 minutes long. You can we can burn them out in like 10 minutes or less. Like we know we can do that.
Yeah, but then
I
you gotta
don't
go
like
through
doing
all
that.
the other parts of it.
Like I say, like if you just run through the main shit, you can do them in like real quick time. But if I'm playing Helldivers, I'm doing everything in that location. I want to go around and do everything. I want to clear out the main objective. I want to do all the secret spot, like all the side objectives. I want to
Right.
find take out all the nests. Like I want to get all that XP. Like if
But-
I'm playing it, I want to get all that most XP and RP fucking everything out of it. Like I want to earn everything. So I'm gonna
Earn everything you fucking can get. Like,
Like,
get all the
I'm not
samples, get all the
because you're not
all
you're
the
not
war
improving.
bonds, all
Like
the.
you could keep playing through, going into a
Well,
mission,
you are,
leaving.
but it's very little compared to what you could
Well,
be
that's what
doing.
I'm saying though. Like you could go in and just run the mission, complete it, and leave. You're getting the XP, so you could be a level 30 with nothing because you're getting the XP, but not getting the resources to
Yeah,
upgrade.
you're not getting the samples and.
Yeah, which you need those resources to help upgrade everything. So it's like it's there are some players that are like high levels, but then they have nothing because they're not getting the credits. They're not finding the extra credits. They're not finding all the bonus stuff, so they're not getting those upgrades. And I think people are missing out on that too, is they're not realizing that if you need to explore, like you need to go and find things because that's why you're not
Go find
getting...
things on the map, like.
People going like, oh, I have nothing, or no, it's like, why, you see some players like, oh, have you got anything else to equip? Because you see someone equip 2 things, like, you got anything else? Like, no. It's like, then you look at me like, they're level 20, like, why have you got nothing else?
Yeah.
It's like, if you play the game, like if you actually play the game, you should have stuff theoretically at level 20. You know, like what are you doing? Like how are you playing
Like
this
at
game?
level 20, we had nearly everything. Like
That's
fuck.
exactly it. Like I'm
Like
only
all I'm missing is pretty much the mech and a few
well,
other
if you
high end
play
ones. Like
if you at level it's basically if you hit level 30 and you play everything, like if you collect everything in each planet, when you land on each location,
should be
and
near
you hit level
maxed out.
30.
Like
I was everything maxed out by level 30. I had everything except for the
yeah,
ship upgrades, but like I got most of the ship
yeah.
upgraded, and I
Because
have
they
all
take the
my
very
things.
high fucking pink ones. Like they're hard
Exactly,
to
like,
get.
and that's exactly it. Like it's if you properly play the game, you will have all the things you need. So if there's people out there that are complaining, oh, you don't get anything, it's like you're not playing the game properly, realistically. Like you're not doing all
Like
the
you can
stuff.
try and tell them, but they won't listen.
Nope. It's just crazy.
And then they rage. It's like, bro, just shut up.
Some of these people are just like hating it just to
You're
hate
not
on it.
playing it right. Shut up.
Like, oh,
Like
then the
we got
fucking.
it straight up. Like we were onto it. Like collected everything from day one.
Did you see the new fucking trailer for Suicide Squad? By the way, the new season.
I don't give a rat's damn about
Do you
it
know
now.
how? So apparently, do you know how you get the Joker?
He's in the past somewhere. I know that.
You got to fight Brainiac and defeat Brainiac to free the Joker.
Oh fuck! I would have killed him twice. I don't want to do it again.
So that's what, you know how that was the other planet which we had like the one that had like the Bane thing, and that was the other one that was going to load up soon enough. So like that's the, and then we've only taken down like the one Brainiac so far. We haven't
I took down two.
or there's the two Brainiacs I guess we've taken down. So this is the third Brainiac.
Oh,
So the third...
there's 13 Brainiacs. I know that.
So we take down the third Brainiac, and then you'll unlock the Joker. Apparently, that's how it's.
No, second. You get the Joker.
Or whatever.
I only did him twice because I had. Oh, I didn't have to.
Second one. Yeah, so
Yeah,
I'm
the
like,
second
that's
one's the Joker
so
one,
fucking
but-
stupid. It's just they apparently got slightly new incursions now, so you can take down other things. But it's like it's a little bit late to be like, oh, let's add stuff now for the next season. It's just like that stuff should have already been in the game to keep people playing.
I've already done my grind.
Yeah,
I'm
like-
not playing that game again.
Like I may go back to it because I have spent the money and I will want to unlock the pass thing. Like, hopefully it's a full-time existing pass, not one of those fucking timed ones. So hopefully
I think it is. Yeah.
Hopefully it's like Helldivers.
Oh yes, yes. It's only the one pass, but like you get the first one.
Because there's 4 seasons, you can choose which season. I think you can redeem it the token for any time you want. But yeah, it's just like
But oh well, they've already dug their grave. So
yeah, I'm just like, oh my god. And when I heard that, I was just
it's a
like,
bit
oh
late.
my god. But I was
over
like,
a month
out of all
after launch.
things, though, out of all things, too, fight Brainiac so you can free the Joker. And I was like,
I'm kind of sick of Brainiac. Like Brainiac's the bad guy in
Oh.
everything. Like
especially this, like it's just so
bad guy
burnt
in
out.
Injustice. He's a bad guy in that.
It sounded cool at first, like at first when the theory of like, oh yeah, 12 Brainiac, yeah, that sounds kind of cool. Once you start doing it and playing it, you're like, it's fucking dumb.
No, but once
very
they
fucking
just say
dumb.
you've got to kill 13 of him.
Yeah, like why him? Why 13 versions of him? That's
There's
gonna
other bad guys
like
other than Brainiac. Give
oh,
a Starro and shit for fuck's sake.
do something different.
I don't think Starro's gonna be in there at all, but it
No.
should. It makes sense. It's a fucking
Mm.
bad dude. Like it's kind of on the same scale as Brainiac, to be fair.
Yeah.
But like they're not gonna put that in
Doomsday,
there because that makes too
Brainiac,
much sense.
Starro.
What's his name? Steppenwolf. Fucking.
Yeah. There's a lot of big villains they have. Like
They got a shit ton in DC. Like they got more than Marvel, I think.
I don't know.
Smaller, bigger. Like they got shit, but they
But
always
like the
use
whole game,
Brainiac.
but even the game makes no sense. Like even the whole thing being like, this is the Elseworld planet, and then it had something to do with it had Bane. It's like Bane not even in the game, but like they're like Bane. You can get the Bane weapons. Like why the fuck
Bane
are
is
they
coming
doing
to the
Bane?
game, though.
Like they maybe I guess.
One of the playable characters in the future. I think he is. Because there's 4 playable characters. You got the Joker's the first one, then you got 3 others.
Yeah, you got Joker.
I think Deathstroke's the next one after Joker. I think.
I think it was Deathstroke's daughter or something.
No, I don't know.
I know
who it
one
is
of them
exactly,
is.
but I know Deathstroke's mentioned. as
One is the alternate world, Mr. Freeze. It's like Mrs. Freeze. It's just the alternate gender swap.
yeah, Mrs. Freeze.
It's just the gender swap world role, whatever it is, and then there was like another.
Like how we had Mrs. like Lady Boomerang in the story. And
I think one might have been Deadshot's daughter. I think.
I can't give two flying titties about that.
It just seems so like. It sounds like on paper from a
Mundane.
distance it seems kind of cool, but once you actually when you experience it, it's just like, oh,
I just don't like
one.
because everyone's just gonna shoot a gun. That's
Yeah,
it.
it's just like
Is Mrs. Freed's gonna have ice guns? Like probably not.
it would just be
You're
a
gonna shoot
melee weapon.
bullets
Would be
like
like
everyone else.
shoot ice most probably for a melee weapon because that's all it is. When they actually be uniquely them, it's their melee. Like their melee is
But
the
then
unique
no,
item.
because
And
even
then
then, like melee is only a barely used.
that's what I'm saying. Like you just have
It's only for like shield stuff.
like Deadshot. Like Deadshot's melee is he uses guns. Like, like that's his melee. Like then it's being Deadshot when you melee, but when you're not meleeing, when you use the primary and secondary, it's just like pew 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 pew. Change gun.
That's
Pew,
right.
pew, 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 pew.
I'm not playing that game again.
Harley Quinn. Primary, secondary, pew, 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 pew. Melee, pull out bat or hammer and swings it. Does a typical Harley thing. Boomerang, pew, 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 pew. Secondary, pew, 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 pew. Melee, boomerang, 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 boomerang. Like why is it that they're
King
iconic?
Shark should have been eating people as all weapons. It's instead of shooting, he should have been like ripping apart.
Like why is
and
it the
eating
melee?
them.
That's the thing. Why is the melee the
It should have been the
iconic part of the
secondary
character?
weapon or the primary. Like it should have been either one of them.
Yeah, they should have two different versions of it. Like, do it
Like
technique.
Captain Boomerang his boomerang should be decapitating people or knocking them
Like,
out. Like
do melee where he's holding the boomerang and he's punching and slashing with it as the
Yeah,
melee,
like-
and then the
That's what it should
primary
be.
should have been him throwing like an explosive, or a secondary should be like an explosive boomerang, and then the primary should
and
be
his
like
shotgun should be like the melee thing. Like have a shotgun just then you get back into his fighting again. Like
actually, and that's said like
But-
different strength, like different strength.
like
because it doesn't-
Deadshot's the only one who makes sense with a gun.
Like he should be like exactly primary a sniper rifle or secondary sniper
Yeah.
rifle, and then
And his secondary should be his little
his
handgun.
like he's actually shooting, and then melee should be him doing like the cool fancy style thing.
yeah,
like, that
doing
should be the melee,
like we
like-
saw in the movies.
Yeah. Like it's how hard is that? How hard is that? Like
Harley
would be
Quinn
cool.
should have had her pistols and
Yeah. Pistols
Her bat.
and then the bat, and then the secondary could have been like a fucking her fist or like fucking something else. I don't know, like an extra bat or something. I don't know, different one's a bat, one's a hammer.
King
like-
Shark was the real letdown though. Like he should have been ripping people in half and shit. Like he should
Yeah,
have
like
been
the
just
primary should be like the heavy attack, so he's doing like the bang, like the big swings, it's primary, or secondary, whatever it is. You'd have ones which is the heavy attacks, like a Hulk. So the big heavy smashes and the heavy
you saw
swings.
in the movies. He was brutal as fuck.
And then the light attack should be like, the punchings and the swingings, different things,
Yeah.
like different style, like one's heavy, one's light.
Like biting off heads and shit. Should be like.
Like, how hard is that?
He's a melee grappler
But they
character.
had to do that
like,
weird. I don't know why they had that weird loot system with the guns. Like, I don't know why they had to do that whole mechanic. The looter shooter fucking.
Guaranteed, if that was an Arkham game, there would have been very little guns.
Oh, yeah.
It would have been all fist to fist.
Like, that's what I don't get. It's like, that's one thing that kind of gets me. It's like, why do we need looter shooters like that? Like, what's the fascination that some games are
The
going with
Division
looter
is the
shooters?
only good one. That and Destiny.
Yeah.
The only two good ones.
Like, Division, though,
Everything
makes,
else, no one.
like, Division
about
definitely
after a
makes
while.
sense being a looter shooter because it's a survival atmosphere. Like, people are finding guns, scrapping them down. Like, it's a resource as well. Like, literally, scrapping guns in the Division
Like I
is
kind of want to
actual
play
necessity.
Division 2, but there's a third one coming, so I'm like,
Yeah.
I'll wait for the third one now.
Like the scrapping the weapons. Like, look, you've seen it. Like how much money we have and how many resources we have. It's that unnecessary in Suicide Squad that you
I had
bank up so much.
millions
You
of dollars, but I didn't even use it.
don't know where to spend it because it's so unnecessary. Like it feels
I
like the
kept
game.
re-rolling, which took money. That was about it.
Yeah, like there's so much stuff in that game which is so tacked together. Like it just got so weird. Like yeah,
That's Ubisoft. Ubisoft. Fuck me. That's Warner Brothers though.
It's so unnecessarily tacked together.
Like
these mechanics.
you could see the Rocksteady parts, but it was just overridden
definitely
by
see, yeah,
Warner
the Warner
Brothers'
Brothers
need
parts
for
as
money.
well.
Like
Yeah, like they're trying to, but what money? Like at the same time, it's like what money?
the
trying to-
whole story-wise is definitely Rocksteady, but the gameplay was more Warner Brothers.
But
Like,
but saying that it makes no sense though. Like they're trying to do it for like trying to make that whole live service money thing, but like you're literally not being able to benefit money.
also,
though. Like
it shouldn't have been multiplayer. It should not have been multiplayer.
it's so. Oh, I mean, they could have done multiplayer, but not the way they've done it. How they've done it is not
No.
multiplayer. Like not at all.
It's not. It was
It's
laggy. It was fucking. It was like delayed. Like things happened, then it happened. Like nah.
no weird tether system.
Yeah.
I
But
mean, you
also,
get
when you're
bits and
playing
pieces, but
single player, the AI does nothing.
oh, well, especially
They just there to they just stand there and look good.
well, single player they do more than they do in multiplayer.
No, but still, the single player was a
AI.
drag because I was killing fucking everything.
I was gonna say though, even like I say, the AI in multiplayer is useless. They don't even revive you.
No, the other player who had to.
Yeah, in single player, at least they revived you. Like,
Unless you were both dead, then they'd
so
revive. Like
saying, but at least in single player, at least they actually revived you. Like, fuck. You
not
see them
all
come
the
over.
like 99% of the time.
Oh, they got me all the time, like revives. But like in multiplayer, they'll come over like they're going to, and just be like, "Ha!" and then just stand there at you, and then just do something weird because they're like doesn't know what the fuck it's doing, and then disappear. You see it like you know what I mean? Like you'll be down, it will like come over, and they're like, "Ha!" and then
It's
just
because they're
teleport.
not programmed while there's a second player. I
Yeah,
bet.
it's fucking so broken.
Like they'll look at you, then they'll go shoot someone. Like
Yeah,
I'm
and then
down.
yeah, so
It's only when both characters are down is when they'll revive you. Like
yeah,
I don't.
I don't know.
Fuck you, Warner Brothers.
I don't know.
You killed Rocksteady.
What the fuck that tip over?
Like they're definitely taking a hit from this. Like it's, and I don't blame Rocksteady at all.
Give me it.
They just made what Warner Brothers told them to make.
Mm.
They're like,
That's
oh, you're
it.
making a Suicide Squad game. Hey, put this in there. Put this in there. Put this in there.
I know they
Like,
literally
no.
didn't get a chance to do what they wanted to do realistically.
They need to do a Toys for Bob now. Like just get the fuck out of there ASAP as soon as they can.
Well, ever since that whole merger thing, it just Warner Brothers been a bit weird. Honestly, like
Discovery don't ever say in that though.
just the whole merger thing, the whole chain. Like, hopefully, fucking like we get good out of what freaking Gun's doing, and they don't fucking fuck anything up.
Oh, it's definitely going to be good.
But that's what I'm saying though. Like, hopefully he
look what he did
keeps
for Marvel. Like that was the best Marvel stuff, really. Like apart from the Russos.
Yeah, but like again, remember this is Warner Brothers. Hopefully they don't meddle.
Well,
you know what I mean? Like
he's
you know
in charge of a lot of that. Like
hopefully,
himself, him
that's what I'm
and
saying.
Saffron.
Hopefully it stays that way, and they don't. But then again, he could do.
Well,
a lot
he's in
himself.
charge of the movies and TV shows mainly.
Yeah, which is good, but at the same time,
Where the
again,
games are still, he can touch the DC games, like the superheroes and that.
Yeah,
but he doesn't touch because he had input in the Suicide Squad, for the Justice League.
Yeah,
him and Saffron still had input, but like
it was like they came late to the kind of party because it was like I said
at the tail end of the development time.
Yeah, so they didn't get to do a full help with, and I think they just tried to help where they could. Towards
I'm keen for Superman next year, my boy.
But that's what I'm saying though. Like, hopefully it doesn't burn out because he's doing so much and having so much input. He doesn't burn out from it all.
I don't think he'll burn. He fucking loves that work, man. Like he loves his superheroes.
Oh, you can love your work. You can still love your stuff, but you can still get like that burnout because you're doing.
I'm pretty sure he would have a. He definitely know what he's been doing it for so fucking long. Like,
well, this is the time now where he's getting so much now under him. Like his portfolio is like spread out. Now
it's not just him though.
No, but with the input now that he's got, his portfolio is just like, you know what I mean? Like gone from like that to now being at Warner Brothers doing this.
He's only doing one thing at a time still. Like he's only doing the Superman, and then he's doing Peacemaker, then he's doing this.
But that's the thing though. But his portfolio, he's just like tripled almost because of how much he's like. Even if he's not directing exclusively, he's still co-producer, co-director, co-assistant. Like he still helps out somewhere. His input still was somewhere. Like he's still there, being active and being involved. Like he's still
just to what extent is
don't
know yet.
Sometimes it'd be more primary his input. Sometimes it'd be some of his input, but still he's still working on projects. So that's a lot to be like.
Because Saffron had input in the Blue Beetle, which is pretty cool. Like it wasn't Gunn, it was Saffron. Like,
so it's a mix up. That's why I have the two of them to help balance it out. But hopefully,
they both got their own different like areas.
We just have time.
Plus, whoever's under them, like directly under them, will also be doing that as well.
Exactly. So hopefully, time
like going through them to the directors and the producers and
with the change around, because everything that they've done so far with what this merger has done has kind of fucked a lot of things up. So,
well, that's what we're seeing, because now it's hopefully now that they've got proper leadership now under Gunn and Saffron. I did see something
recently was one of those projects that they did shelve, and people are pissed off because it was completed. Like it was completed.
Yeah, that Wile E. Coyote one.
Yeah, like I saw something on it recently where someone was talking about like it's there. Like, why are they
Yeah, they
shelving
can
this thing,
release
like
it
it's.
at some point.
There's
They
been a
just
few other projects as well. Same, it's like why the like there's other like directors and
why
stuff
the
that aren't
fuck did
even
they screen it to
yeah.
people if they're not going to release
Like
it?
there's other projects as well that there's people that aren't even related to it, but because it's coming from that director perspective or producer perspective, it's just like, or an even actor perspective, it's just like, what the fuck are they doing? Like it's not benefiting anyone. Like you've got finished projects and you're just cashing them in because
It's
it
all
was
fucking
tax.
tax write-off,
Yeah,
man. That's
what people
that's
are
all
getting.
it
Like
is.
people from that creative, like business perspective of outside are going, what the fuck are you doing? Like you're just writing things off randomly just to cover yourself for taxes. Like you've got completed projects that people have worked on. Get them out there. Like why just write off? Be like, oh,
That
tax write off.
Wiley
Like,
versus Acme would have made gazillions of money.
yeah, it's like why just be like, oh, tax write off, and that's what got people very concerned with Warner Brothers because of that.
I don't think they've binned it, but they just haven't released it.
It's hard with
They
write-offs.
just
But
like I said, they can bring it back wherever the fuck they want and
just got to change a few things. I think they got to we got to revise it. I think because once you've written it off, it's like a car. Like if you write it's your tax write off. You know, any kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's like once it's been written off of any kind of degree.
I think they'll just change the name. Maybe
you've got to re-modify X amount or do a name change. I think you got a name change an X amount of percentage, and then you can read because it's technically a new product.
Because a movie wouldn't be much have to change.
It's just making it so it's a new product. It's like anything. It's
which basically just a name change can do that to a movie.
Like
because just think, no one has really seen it, so
exactly. So they can
apart from in house, like
So who knows? Time will tell. We may get it. We may not.
It's kind of sad how people comment on that. It's like, oh, I've seen it. It's fucking amazing. I'm like, good for you.
Yeah.
I can't watch it, so stop talking about it. Like, stop praising it.
But no, that's it. You got anything else?
You make me want to watch it, you pricks.
I know. You got any notes for this week though? I got no notes.
Yeah, I do. This is a big one.
Yeah.
Remember how the James Bond names being thrown around?
Yes.
Like Idris Elba and all that. What's his name? Henry Cavill.
Yeah.
But the role has been offered to Aaron Taylor Johnson as James Bond. I'm like, that's a good fucking choice.
Update on that?
People are sad.
No update on that. There actually is an update on that. It was hearsay made up by a tabloid.
Fuck me.
Yeah.
But even still, even if he was considered,
it was like it was actually ended up being it was like one of the shitty newspaper articles. One of the
look at this. What the?
I don't know. It was the Herald, one of the Suns, like one of the shitty newspaper things, and it was just a hearsay, and they took it up as a article. I was like wondering if you're gonna mention that or not. Yeah, you should be able to find it. Was yesterday they announced it that it was a hearsay from one of the news articles trying to make a story.
Yeah, I'd never.
Yeah, because it did trend.
Also, was the initial one.
Yeah, it did trend a bit, so I was like, oh, luckily I saw that.
Yeah, well, it was rumored anyway.
Yeah, I think he's like anyone.
Oh, he's
like,
not
he's
been
on,
offered. Okay.
Yeah, he was like maybe rumored to be on the list. Maybe his name might have been like on the list. Of
it's not been offered yet. It says so.
It was like,
so. I mean, it's being talked about, but it hasn't been offered yet.
His name's like on the list, basically.
Yeah,
it's like there's a list of names of people.
Hey, I wouldn't be sad if it's him.
No, he's good. That's why I was like, once I heard that, I was like, oh, really? That'd have like fub up some news. Like, come on, like this would have been great. To be, possible.
One of his best roles ever is that fucking bullet train role.
That's why I'm waiting to see what he's like in Craven. Like, that's why I'm looking forward to Craven, because I want to see like how he does that.
Well, that's this year, sometime end of the year though.
Yeah. So
from what we saw initially, it looked pretty good. But then again,
I'm intrigued.
I'm hoping
it doesn't
follow the trend of Morbius and Madam Web. They had the same writers.
I'll say more Madam Web, but yeah.
No, I'm just saying, like, I'm hoping them writers who worked on them too didn't touch Craven.
I don't think they did, though. I don't think they did.
Because that's just weird how 3 of the same people were on both credits. Like, what the fuck?
But hopefully they've learnt from this.
I'm guessing I hope they got fired out of there and just go somewhere else.
Hopefully they've learnt not to follow that niche.
Because they would have been made around the same time anyway, because it's only like a year or two different. So I'm guessing because they were holding Madam Web back a little bit. So I'm guessing that's why. Because they knew it was going to bomb.
Yeah.
And they knew Morbius was going to bomb because who the fuck wouldn't?
I mean, I'd watch a Morbius too.
I mean, I would as well, but like that's not going to happen.
It's
At
not
least not
bad. It's just
anytime soon.
it was.
I reckon if they do a
yeah.
Morbius 2, it'll be like what happened to Suicide Squad. They just do a whole new
Well, I was
with
gonna
a new
say they have
Morbius,
the Tron
not Jared Leto.
3's been getting traction lately though, so that's getting.
Yeah, with Jared Leto.
Yeah, I've seen a screenshot with his on set.
Everyone's
like,
bagging. It's like, oh look, Jared Leto's in it. It's gonna be shit.
It's going to be interesting
like,
though because it's very like based away from the
Mm.
second one's story narrative a bit. So I'm kind of confused. With
I
that,
don't really. I've never seen Tron, so I can't give it two shitties about it.
I like Trons.
I like the game. That was pretty fucking good.
What else you got?
But this was about the Baldur's Gate.
Yes,
Larian Studios.
Yeah.
They were making a DLC for Baldur's Gate 3. Then they cancelled it because their heart wasn't in it.
Yep.
They kind of moved on. They gave the IP back to Wizards of the Coast.
Yep.
They're moving on to their own thing now.
Yeah. Wasn't feeling
like
right.
They did their Baldur's Gate 3 over the last how years, and then
what
they're
trying
like,
to
nah,
what they're trying to do with
done.
this DLC wasn't feeling right. Wasn't feeling the same match energy.
Yeah, they
just wasn't feeling.
They just didn't feel like they're gonna keep going with it.
And it's good though that there's companies that are willing to admit, going, no, this doesn't feel right for us. We can't.
Yeah, well,
we don't.
it was the CEO who said that they just didn't feel like they were enjoying doing it, so they just stopped it.
We need more of that. We need more of these people standing up to whoever they're going to be like, no,
But
sorry.
now I'm concerned about that because Baldur's Gate 4 could now be a hot mess under Wizards. But then again, they've been doing well with the Warhammer stuff.
At the same time, we only just had Baldur's Gate 3 come out. Like, I don't expect seeing 4 anytime soon, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Like,
at least in the next 4 years.
Yeah, like I'd see
after that sometime. But I'm just
See,
worried now that it's going to be an FPS.
Who knows?
I wouldn't mind an FPS like Baldur's Gate. Like, fuck.
Yeah, because it's all third person top.
It's top down. It's
Yeah.
like it's like how
Dungeon crawler.
yeah,
Dungeon
it's
crawler.
like Diablo.
Yeah, it's dungeon crawler.
Except better than Diablo. I can't make people still praising Diablo 4. I have not gone back to it.
I haven't even gone there yet.
I got to level 19 or 20 and quit. I can't do this. They nerfed my characters. I'm like, I'm done.
Yeah.
They just made it more grindy. I'm like, nah, fuck that.
Yeah, so that's the shitty part. Like, you don't want things more grindy. That's just going to turn people off. I spent too much time
also, it released on yesterday. I'm going to say on Friday, but that was yesterday. My days are fucked up now.
Yeah, it can be a bit like that.
But Dragon's Dogma 2 and Rise of the Ronin came out yesterday.
Yes.
Both are mixed. I don't know. People love it and they hate it. Like, they love or hate it.
I think it's just because there is such a big audience that have gone out and bought them. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Like,
because Dragon's Dogma, the original, was a niche thing.
And then I've noticed that with a lot of games these days, like Helldivers can prove it. It's like,
yeah,
it was niche when it first came around.
Except everyone loved Helldivers though.
Yeah, but like you look at that because even the company, like they've stated themselves, have even proven it. That like Helldivers 1 was around. No, I never played it. I've seen it, but I never played it.
And, I always knew of it, but I didn't play it till last year.
And then Helldivers 2, like look how mainstream Helldivers 2 is. Like it's fucking mainstream out the wazoo. Like there's a lot of games these days that people
not mainstream, but it's
because of the accessibility of it. More people get on board
because everyone can play it, like PS5, PC.
Like everyone is playing Helldivers basically. Like,
although the first one was on PC and PS4, so and PS3 and Vita.
But it's just something about because I feel like so many people got more PS5s and stuff, and more people are gaming now. That there's so many games that people are getting into because that, like the fact that everyone
also word of mouth spread. Like that game spread. Like when it came out, that was just everywhere. So I'm guessing people like that game sounds fun.
Well,
they looked at it and went,
that's what I mean. Like there's so many people that didn't have like an Xbox One or an Xbox 360, like for example. So like say you just go back to the previous generation. So there's barely anyone that may have had a PS4, but they've got into PS5s or got into a Series X or a Series S that are playing these games now that they've never got to experience the first game because they were never into gaming. The second one comes out, there's advertising for it. People are like, oh, talking about it, I'll get on board. And that's why we get so many mixed reviews now because people are playing the games that they've never heard of, never experienced it. And that's why I keep saying...
Because Dragon's Dogma 2 looks like a big fucking leap over the first one.
Yeah.
And people are like, this is bad. I'm like, that looks bad? That looks fucking way better.
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like
that plays way better. That first game is clunky.
Like, that's why I feel like we need demos again almost, or trials, so people
Well,
can
there is a
play these
demo for
games.
Sandland, which is
Mm.
pretty cool.
Which I think we need more of that, so
I
then people
played it, I
can
got bored and turned it off.
have the option to try them before they buy stuff, and not just buy and be like, "No, this game was shit," and then
No,
bag
but
it on. It's
still,
like,
the way you look at a game is go to a live stream now and just look. If
yeah,
someone's playing
but
it,
people
if
don't
they're
do that.
enjoying it.
But sometimes people don't even do that now. Like the whole streaming thing going to that, no one does that these days. No one's really going to
No, but even on
like,
YouTube,
yeah,
look at someone's video. Look at a random one's review. Look at someone random, not a big mainstream fucking YouTuber.
well, that's the
Because
hard
they're
thing too.
too
Like
much
I've
money, but
And that's the problem, see, too. Like, I've done that. I've gone and watched on YouTube, gone, oh, this game seems cool, and watching them, and they kind of give me, like, a nice balanced review. I'm like, yeah, it seemed alright. I've played it myself and found it was completely shit.
yeah, there's been
Like, it was good to watch, but playing
watch
it yourself,
multiple things. Don't just watch
yeah.
one and base off
But
one.
sometimes I
like,
find, like, no, but sometimes I find that
if you
watching...
get like a standard, to say watch 5 videos, five
Yeah.
different people, look for the common thing.
Mm. But that's saying that just because some people are enjoying it and what you're seeing seems enjoyable doesn't mean when you're actually playing it, it's enjoyable.
Yeah.
Because sometimes, like, there's some games that are better to be watched than played. I almost feel like for some people, it's personal taste. It comes into it, or some,
Yeah.
you know. But like, there are games that are like that, and it's just like it's hard in this day and age because so many people are jumping into games now that aren't normal based gamers that are playing these games that then technically they don't really. And that's the thing. That's the thing too, is that there's gamers that know, like we're gamers that know what our tastes are. We know what we
Yeah.
like and what we don't like.
Like,
And
I'll give anything a
like
shot.
we know, and we also know from the get go what we're seeing and what we're looking for because we've played
Like,
so much of it.
As this list proved, my big thing, stuff like that,
But like I said, you know what you're looking
shooters
for.
and
Like you know what you're looking
story-based,
for,
like-
and you know what games are going to have because you've got that experience. Like I got that experience. Like I know what I'm seeing in the game, and I know what I want in the game. So I go see a game.
But
like,
that
no,
From Dust though, that's a whole different genre. Like that's
so good. It's a fun little like
I haven't played it yet, but I saw a
worky game.
IGN review from like 12 years ago. I went,
Yeah.
I'm happy I bought that.
But that's what I mean though. That's the thing. There's gamers nowadays that don't get a chance to trial things to know what their tastes are. Being like, okay, people are saying this, all my friends are playing this, I'll get it. And
we
going,
haven't had demos since a PS.
and that's the thing. And then people are going out going, this game is shit. Like just jumping straight on it and just hating on games or liking games without realizing what their tastes are. Like I said, there's all these games picking up going, oh, you know, bloody Starfield's game of the generation. Have you played any other game?
It's not a taste thing because you can like a shooter, but if it doesn't hit that spot, it's bad. Like
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying though. Like there's people that literally have not played that genre of like RPGs that Starfield, like you know Skyrim or Fallout, like that genre of
Starfield
RPG.
feels just like Fallout.
That's what I'm saying.
In Skyrim,
But
like
there's
it
people.
really does.
That's what I'm saying. There are people which we've seen that they clearly have played Starfield is the first game they've either ever played, or they've never experienced any other Fallout. They've never experienced Fallout or Skyrim or any of the Elder Scroll games, and they're just going straight into Starfield and going, "Oh, this is great," because they don't have anything to compare with. See, we've got the games to compare with because we've played them for that long, and we've seen them
games
evolve.
for like 30 years, man. Like,
That's
the...
what I'm saying. We have the experience. So you got someone
I
that
have
comes
played
in,
some terrible games,
and that's what gets you. Like, you have these people that come in going, "Oh, Starfield looks good. Oh, so great game. I had so much fun with this game of the generation. It's a great game of the year." It's like, well, you compare. Okay, you've just had that little sample. You know, you compare it to someone like us that have played Fallout and Skyrim, and then we play Starfield. It's like it's shit. Literally, we've seen it's the same or less.
It's just like an update. Like
yeah, like then that's the thing. Like it's hard to really get these comparisons because
nowadays, for us, like Helldivers, there's no other game like Helldivers.
Like it has similarities to games we've played, but it does it to the right.
Yeah, but I can't name any that are that similar. Like I really can't.
Well, that's it. Yeah, that's exactly like it's got a typical.
There's nothing
base...
like this out there.
Well, that's the thing with the base mechanic of what it does, being that kind of like you look, you go, okay, it's kind of almost like Left 4 Dead, but it's not. Okay, it's kind of a little bit like Second Extinction, but it's not. Okay, it's kind of like it's got these little things like it's like these games where you're fighting hordes of stuff, but it's done differently. Like it's a shooter, but it's done differently. It's third person, but it's done differently. Like there's games that are like. And then you
this is literally a game that I'll give a 10 out of 10 to because it does everything perfectly.
And then you have Suicide Squad that's just a mess of like trying to be too many things. And that's the problem. It's trying to find its identity and it doesn't know what the fuck it wants to be. But then you got like
you know the problem with that is same thing happened in Cyberpunk.
Yeah.
You reveal it way too early.
Yeah.
Build hype up, and then you under deliver.
Like I mean, we
I need to patch it like a year later to be good.
I mean, like
I
we
mean,
love
Suicide Squad won't get that.
we loved Cyberpunk. Like no matter what, it was good.
I
We
loved
enjoyed
and
it.
hated it because them crashes, man.
Yeah, you got them bad over me.
The game was just fucked on PlayStation.
But but
Hence why they
again,
pulled it from the fucking store. Like,
it felt like you're playing a bit like of GTA, and it felt like you're playing like some most typical
no,
survival. Like
I
you know
didn't
those
get
elements.
GTA. It was like a whole new game again. Like, there was nothing else like that out
No, I was just
there
saying it almost had
because
like that. Like you're saying, it's kind of like what
mm,
I was trying to say. It's like what Helldivers had. Like those
it was
samples
like
where it felt like
Bethesda cross Rockstar. Like, it
yeah.
was like a mash of.
And I was saying it was like Helldivers. It was like it had that scene where it felt like GTA, but it wasn't. It felt like Saints Row, but it wasn't. It felt like you're playing like
Because I come
Bethesda
straight
game,
from The
but you wasn't.
Witcher.
Yeah,
Because I love The Witcher. And
it's
then
so
I went
different.
to Cyberpunk and went, what the fuck?
It's
This
so
is a
different.
big fucking thing now.
It's
Like,
massively different in its gameplay. Like it's crazy. So
like
that's
a
the thing with
first-person
games.
RPG, which choices don't fucking affect anything.
No, not the end when you realize. Yeah, but
So you can overhype a game like they did.
oh yeah, 100%.
And yet they're working on Cyberpunk 2 now, so I'm like, and The Witcher 4 and The Witcher 1 remake and stuff. I'm like I think Cyberpunk 2 has been confirmed already. It's like,
Oh yeah,
bro,
no, it has. It's like fuck it. And they just come off the back of doing that fucking DLC, that large portion DLC.
Oh yeah, because that I kind of want to play Cyberpunk now with the native PS5 version. Like get the DLC, get like and just experience the whole of it
it's
now.
2 games,
Because it'd be
basically.
way different.
Like it's crazy. Oh, just what they've done with the updates. Like I've read the updates and what they've done. It's like a whole new game.
It's what it should have been at launch, but they should have just
yeah.
delayed it by a year or two. Like
100%.
we already waited so long anyway.
I know, just be like sorry, but then yeah. But then people have learnt from that, thankfully. Like people have seen what happens. You know, be a little bit smarter and care for it. Like,
But then again, that was the same kind of launch that The Witcher 3 had. To be fair,
shareholders got a bit pushy, and then all the stuff. And they had to try and
no, the game is buggy as fuck. That,
oh, yeah.
if you played The Witcher 3 on launch, that game was running worse than Cyberpunk.
Yeah. Oh, that was like every Bethesda game too. Launched for Bethesda games was buggy as fuck, and then they
I'd say Cyberfield. Starfield launched better than anything else they've ever done, which is nice.
Well, but then look how long they delayed it though. They actually delayed it and like
By the year, yeah.
yeah. So it shows to not
Yeah, but they learned. They didn't just push it out like all the other ones.
exactly. So that's what I'm saying. People are seeing these patterns and learning from it. So hopefully, what Warner Brothers have done with Suicide Squad, people are actually taking a look at it now, going, okay, this is what happened with Avengers. This is what's happened with Suicide Squad. Let's learn from that. Hopefully
Or just do what Larian did. They had Baldur's Gate 3 out for what 3-4 years on PC, I think, until they built the rest of it.
Learn from it. Learn. Look, learn, adapt.
That's what Moon Studio's doing right now. The
look, learn,
that No Rest for the Wicked. That's coming out on PC.
Actually, that's our thing. The 3 L's. Look, learn, and listen.
Coming out the middle of the year on PC in early access. They're taking community input right now for that.
Yeah, they're looking.
And then when the game comes out, they're going to take input from that to further develop it.
That's it.
And then release on PS5, Series X. Like they're gonna. Like I put my input in, I was like, put a warlock class. Like no one has that.
Yeah.
No one plays as a warlock. Like no one's had the option.
Add more.
Just put it in there. Like they probably put one in there. Like who knows?
It doesn't hurt to have an extra option. Like it does not hurt to have an extra class. Like
no.
Just have
just more options. Look at FromSoft. They put so many classes in. You can play as whatever the fuck you dream of.
Exactly. Like allow that. Be more creative. Create that.
You can even be a sword wielding sorcerer. Like that's a thing there. Like
exactly.
Like I was on Elden Ring. I was sword and magic. Like I was a glass cannon, but
yeah, that fucking was it. That new fucking Elden Ring thing. That fucking
comes out in a few months.
Statue looks cool.
$500 fucking dollars, cool.
Not surprised. But what
I think it's like $450, $499 or something. I'm like, no, it doesn't even come with the game.
Wait, what? Is it code? Nope.
Nope, just the statue. What? It's just the box statue and the few little trinket things.
Really?
The game's separate, yeah.
What the fuck? I didn't even see that.
I'm not paying for that. I've already got the fucking steelbook. I'm Gucci.
I didn't see that.
My DLC.
That's kind of shit for that price. Not coming with it. What is?
Like it looks cool, but like not that price cool.
No, not with that kind of cool.
I've also the last few days have been reliving my childhood games on the PS2.
Yeah.
Well, on the PS5, but PS2 games.
Yep.
Because recently I've been playing Jack and Daxter.
Yes.
Because there's 5 games on the PS5 now. So I'm like, ooh.
Yeah, and the catalog thing, I think it was, isn't it? They're in the catalog as well. I think you can buy them, but they're in the catalog. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, one Jack Daxter, Jack 2, Jack 3, and Jack X are always on the PS4. They were on the since 2017, I think. But they just released from the PSP Jack and Daxter: The Lost Frontier, which was made by High Impact Studios.
Yep.
I just downloaded that. You can't use the right stick to move the camera. You got to use the L1 and R1 to move the camera. I'm like,
oh, that's old school. That's fucking old school.
Well, it's the PSP version. They didn't have a right stick.
I got to download bloody well, because it's on the catalog now. I got to download Midnight Suns. Give that a crack. It's on the
That's a
PlayStation.
100-hour game if you're going for platinum, like I did.
I don't know. Hard to say yet. But I got to download it because it's on the
It's
catalog.
worth it.
So I was like, oh, get to play it. I get to play it for free. Oh, I just wanted to say that. I got on the PlayStation Game Pass. But
I don't know why
cool.
anyone subscribes to these. I'm going through my backlog, and like, I've got games for years to play. Like,
yeah, but no, see, that's what
all the
kind of
games
helpful.
I've ever bought. Like, I'm going through Jack and Daxter now. Like that.
Like that's why I'm kind of happy.
I bought them a while ago.
I can download because it's like tight for money at the moment, so it's good that these games are on catalog.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but also membership. You can play your old 360. Fucking, you can play your backlog as well.
Yeah, my actual backlog. That's why it's like I don't need it.
Because I just have essential because I have most of the games on the fucking catalog.
That's it, and that's why I'm like, it's kind of good at the moment. So it's like with everything going on, it's nice to like not have to. There's nothing really that's coming out that I'm looking for. Like I was looking, there's Dragon Dogma, but I can wait when it gets cheaper. There's games I can wait for. Like I don't
Dragon
have
Dogma,
to.
You got Rise of the Ronin, that looks fucking good as well.
Exactly, like there's plenty of games I've got that I can go back.
Next month I got Stellar Blade. I'm like, oh, I gotta put money on that, like straight up.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, oh, I kind of want to get Stellar Blade.
109 dull hairs, bruh. Pretty fucking cheap. If you go to EB, it's 125.
Yeah, Stellar Blade looks great though. Like is that single player or is it co-op?
Single player.
Single player, good. So I'll see how I go. Whether I rush, I don't know. If
I watched someone do the demo. That looks fun. Yeah. It's like Devil May Cry cross Bayonetta. Like,
so like, oh, I love those games. Just the hack and slash. Like, oh,
yeah.
So I gotta play that.
But you can't button mash. You still gotta be tactical with it.
Yep.
Because it's kind of like a Star Wars game combat as well.
You gotta base it, so like it's like almost like a boom, like you time it. It's all about timing still, on a rhythm.
Speaking of timing. Funny how that leads into that. Like you boom, boom. I was playing Hi-Fi Rush, right?
Yeah.
That game is hard.
Yeah, it can get very fucking wild.
Because I started on the hardest difficulty.
Yeah.
I shouldn't. You meant to upgrade. You meant to unlock all the upgrades in normal and then move on. I did. I went straight to very hard.
Like do very hard, like New Game Plus kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you can replay the chapters with all your upgrades and that. I'm like, I should have just done that.
That's fucking
But
hilarious.
I can't change now.
That's fucking hilarious.
I'm up to a part where I'm on the 3rd level out of 12.
Oh, no.
And I'm stuck.
Oh, God.
You have to parry. And this thing, I can get so far, and the last enemy always kills me. Yeah. I'm going to restart the whole encounter again. I kill 3 waves of enemies, get to the last enemy, it kills me again. So I restart. I'm like, no, I'm fucking done. Because each difficulty, right? Your button accuracy leniency goes down.
Oh,
so I'm dying for no reason. Like I'm hit by it, I'm just dying. And because this thing goes boom, 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 boom. And you gotta press like boom, boom, boom. If you mistime that, you're dead.
That's fucked. That is fucking cooked.
I'm like, I literally rage quit. I was like, fuck this fucking game. I'm fucking done.
That's fucking great.
Getting beat by a fucking parry mechanic. Like
oh, that's hilarious.
And you can't skip it because it's a tutorial, but it's part of the mission. I'm like, no.
Oh god. That's
I'm
fucking.
I'm doing fine with the game. It's just the tutorial missions. I'm just like, I can't.
That's fucking cool.
I was like, fuck you, Tango. I actually called. I
Yeah,
was
because
like,
the
fuck,
game
suck a
literally,
dick, Tango. I was
the
like,
game literally makes you like replay stuff because it's stuff you can't get past till you've unlocked other things future in the game, and then you'd come back.
yeah, I
It's
looked at the trophy guide. Guess what
yeah,
difficulty it is? An 8 out of 10. You have to S rank every fucking chapter. You can do it on easy though, thankfully.
yeah,
But by the time I'm done with very hard, I'll just breeze through it at that point.
yeah.
Fuck
That's
me.
it. It's crazy.
But I am enjoying it. It is a good fucking game.
Mm.
Like it is a good one. Like it really is.
Yeah, I did play it on Xbox.
I
Well,
played on
technically I didn't
PC,
play
I
on
think.
Xbox. I played on PC because of my
Yeah,
but
on Game Pass, pretty
yeah.
pretty much. But I didn't get past the first level, but now I'm on the third
Oh,
on
that's
the
crazy.
PS. I'm like, that was good at $40 investment.
It's
I
not
get
bad.
my
It's
fun
not
out of it.
exactly. It's not an expensive game. So
No, it actually got Grounded coming out next month. I'm like, play that again.
well, now that it's actually like got everything in it,
Yes. So if you get it for PlayStation as well, we can just
that's like
start from
everyone.
scratch
That's
and
like same as Sea of Thieves. Like everyone's jumped back on it now because it's like got
I'm
all
not
the
doing that.
it's got all the content, all the PlayStation
Yeah.
players and crossplay stuff. Like it's picked up again in like traction. It's crazy. Like the numbers for the player just fucking yeah.
Oh, that bridge got burnt years ago when that first came out. I was done.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna. I'll probably buy it, but I won't play it.
yeah,
Like I'll still support it, but I won't.
yeah. I do want to look at getting like basically like I don't know if they did physical or not. If they just, but I know it was
I
physical
think
on
there's a
Xbox.
physical coming from Limited Run. I think
Mm.
same as there's a Hi-Fi Rush physical. There's a High on Life physical coming too in August.
Oh,
There's a collector's for $100 too, collector's edition.
not bad.
I'm like, I will buy that physically. I haven't bought it yet on
Mm.
PlayStation.
No, that's
I'll
what I'm
buy
looking
it
at doing.
physically, even if I got to get it from Europe. Like, I don't care.
Yeah, that's it.
Same as Hi-Fi Rush. If that doesn't release here physically, I'll still buy it from Europe.
Well, that's it exactly. So
I won't get the NSST because nah, the power ones
yeah,
I'll keep getting
yeah, that's it. Definitely.
because they go with the collection better than the American ones.
You
There's
want to be
nothing bad
able to-
against
Well,
it.
you
It's
want to be
just
able to at least have the option to play it as well. Like, you know what I mean? That option's there
you can play it.
because it does take the internet. I thought they had changed the region to
PS5 now a region free, man.
oh, completely free now. Like,
PS3's region free, PS4's region
That's right,
free.
then.
Like, yeah. So like, because I can play that Japanese game on my PS3, that Last Guy or whatever it was. But it just doesn't look right because at least with the European, it's got like an 18 plus or a 16 or 15, whereas the American ones have an M,
Yep,
like a E for everyone, or
that's
I'm
alright.
like E doesn't go with our rating here,
No, it doesn't.
but the European PAL does because it's technically the same region because they're both PAL.
Yeah,
Like because everyone we get, like if we get this per se, it's got the MA sticker. It's
Yep.
always a PAL, like it's a European copy.
yeah,
It's got like the 18 there or something underneath it.
yeah. That's it.
Like I'm still keen to check these out because I never really played
That shot.
Advanced Warfighter, but the fact that co-op is amazing. I'm trying to get a squad together.
What's that?
One day I was like Advanced Warfighters
Oh yeah.
because I was gonna get do it on PS3, but the first Advanced Warfighter wasn't on PS3.
No, it was Xbox.
It's on PS2.
Oh, PS2. Oh wow, fuck.
Because it came out in 2006
Oh,
or 5. 2005 or 6 it came out.
that's a fucking throwback.
Only on PS2 and 360 and PC.
Mm.
So I'm like, I'll just get 360 because it's got achievements. I'm not playing on PS2.
Yeah. Fucking that's hilarious.
Just build my same as Fear. Fear has Xbox achievements. Fear does not have trophies on PS3. And I first played Fear on 360 back when I first got my 360.
Did I not? Oh.
Which I'm pretty sure I got one of the first 360s because I got it like day one, pretty much day one. Because one of my first ever games I played was Gears of War and Fear.
Gears of War and Fear.
I was a fucking Xbox way back then.
Yeah, well, that's
The
it, isn't it?
only console I had was Xbox.
Played heaps.
I was a kid. I only got that because I begged for it.
I played heaps of games when I was growing up. I did was game.
I had
game.
played them, but I didn't own them.
I'm a big gamer. Big gamer.
Well, I had a PS1 on that, but like I couldn't buy the games or anything. I whatever Mum got.
Yeah, I got a lot of games. I rent them out, so I played heaps. Fucking crazy. So I'm like, I want to find where my PS1 stash is, because I fucking stack of games. I fucking stash of games on the PS1. Like, fuck.
I'm tempted
Somewhere.
to buy all the Dexter games on the PS2 just to have them.
But anyway,
Because I must admit, Naughty Dog were the king at platformers.
Yeah.
And also, while we're playing Jack and Daxter, the resemblance between that and Crash are very evident.
Yeah.
You know the plants from Crash Bandicoot, the red Edie plants? There's a purple one in Jack and Daxter. There's a purple Edie plant. I'm like, oh.
There's a lot.
And when you go near it, it's got the jungle roller music. Just a variation of jungle rollers.
Yeah, there's a lot of references they put in those.
Remember the high road? That fucking bridge? Those bridges are in Jack and Daxter. The same fucking bridge. I'm like, they asset flipped. I don't know, higher resolution though, but like, I'm like, nah, that's fucking smart. Like,
they did a lot of that, but it's more of like
just the details that Naughty Dog have put in the like, because as a kid you don't notice that. Now I'm just like, this is what happened. Like, games have gone backwards from then.
Yeah, like everything. Not just games, like everything media based has just gone backwards. Movies, some shows, like games.
When I was on Jack and Daxter, like, you know how you had characters like run down hills and they just stay the same speed. Jack literally gets a little speed up. He's like, when he runs down hills, and
it's the details.
When he goes up, he's got a different running stance. Yeah. Like, he gets a bit wider. When he goes upstairs, he gets wide. When he goes like on a bridge, he gets a bit shaky and like, bruh. That's Naughty Dog, man, at the top of their game during that period.
Attention to detail. That's what it's all about. Attention to detail.
And even his foot. There was one in Jack 2, I think, or original. Like, he was on like a leveled platform. His foot was, and his foot went like that, like it actually bent as it should.
Ironically,
like, bro.
Speaking of that, that's what they're trying to put in defaultly for stuff now with like the new Unreal Engine. That new 5.4, there's if you stuff.
Naughty Dog's done that the last 20 fucking years.
That's exactly it. Like, they're trying to put it default.
Keep playing catch up, Epic.
No, it's not about Epic trying to catch up. It's more the fact that anyone that's using
it's the engine.
Yeah, anyone that's making games now in engines are having those. So it's not just
Naughty Dog's done it since 2001.
But that's what I'm saying though. Like, that's what I'm trying to get at. Is like that was Naughty Dog making those attention to details where other studios weren't really paying attention. They're like, oh, we're going to do this, and not thinking about it. So that's the good thing with the new Unreal Engine is they're putting it in there so that you kind of like, you don't have to really think about it.
You've still got to do it manually first.
But like it's more easier to embed a lot of that stuff. So
I don't think devs think about that. Like,
no, and that's why why
Naughty Dog did.
Yeah, and that's why I like where Epic's going, or with the whole Unreal Engine, is they're trying to put more of that in, so developers are getting more out of it, so that you can do more and create more fluid and unique. Like, it's cool.
No devs are taking the chance that they did back PS2 days.
And that's why I think they're trying to make these things now more evident, so that people can do more of these things and not having to try and figure out how to get around it, because they might finding, oh, this seems a bit too hard. We can't figure out the solution. And then it's like, well, we're making the solution solved for you now. Like, they're just patched in. You know what I mean? Like, you can just put it in and just quick little slight animation adjustments, and oh, there you go. Like, that's what I like about this new game engine with Unreal. Like, it's great. Like, they're making these new adjustments.
It's gonna be trash because Unreal Engine's fucked anyway compared to it's like it's same as fucking Unity. Like, you have to really optimize them engines, otherwise it's gonna run like shit.
And that's what they're trying to do now with this new one. Like, that's what they're trying to do all that stuff.
Immortals of Avium is Unreal Engine 5, that new 5 point whatever it is. Not the newest one, but like even that.
3, I think I might have
fucking hell, it's bad.
Like that's why with
But he didn't
this.
optimize the game, and it's just
No,
running
and that what they're
bad.
trying to do, well, that's exactly what they're trying to do with these new ones, which is good with 5 now because they can update to like 5.4 and then just patch it into the games. Like that's the great thing. Like
Mm.
they could have like Avium
But
and
still, it's up
just
to the devs to make sure it runs fucking
yeah, they can
perfectly,
patch it over and then
which
it
some
like
do, some don't.
in an update. And that's the cool thing though that they're at that point now where it sounds like, oh, we've done this game. Oh, that was that part of that engine. Oh well, too bad. We'll have to make the second game to like fix
Whereas
those.
Naughty Dog,
You
they
know.
literally don't release anything until it's fucking perfect.
So like I say, we have gone backwards, and it's weird that we've gone backwards to go forwards again. Like it's so weird that we've had to go
We
back
haven't
this
hit the
weird
forwards
path.
yet, though. That's the thing.
Like
We're still
no, we're saying we're
backwards.
trying to get forwards. Like we've gone back that weird path to
Like, we
then
still
get
got
these
some
abilities.
who are like Naughty Dog still doing that, but like
Mm.
the main majority still haven't took that
They're
leap
not
forwards
paying
yet.
attention to details and the
Like, I congrats Tango
atmosphere.
GameWorks for Hi-Fi Rush. That is literally from the PS2 days.
Mm.
That feels like when I'm playing it, it feels like a game from like 2005.
Mm.
Like,
But like
it's
it
just
has
got that factor. Like,
the
it's just
feel where it
fun.
almost it has that right vibe, feel, energy, the mechanics. It's just
Like,
all
it feels like Jack and Daxter in that. Like,
mm.
it felt like a Ratchet and Clank to a point.
Yeah,
But
the
like,
collecting and the hack and slashy kind of stuff, and it had that whole
yeah, no, it's not
atmosphere.
hack and slash because you can't hack and slash it because
No,
you
it's
fucking die. But
that basic combat though. It's hack and
it's
slash.
that methodical.
It's all melee.
It's that methodical. Like, you have to hit on the beat. Like, do do.
Mm.
You can't just button mash.
No, but like it's
Um,
keeping the combo rhythm going. But it's it's that
it's
whole
just so good. You got the exploration. You got your collectibles. You got. It's not too out of the way though. Like, they're hidden, but they're right near you. You just got to look
yeah.
around for like a second. But like, no, I'll give Hi-Fi Rush a fucking 10 out of 10 easy. But
Unfortunately, no.
I'd just say don't play on very hard for the first run
Yeah.
because you'll rage a lot.
But I think anyway, I think we should I think that could be another week. I think. I don't have anything else. I don't know if you got anything else, but I'm like it's if we're getting that time.
I just got the thing to say. Everyone got to play Jack and Daxter if you own a PS4 or 5, even
Yep.
a PS3. It's all on there now. Ooh, still,
That's it. So
like, just playing it again just brings back the fucking feels of being a kid.
that's it.
Although I didn't grasp what was happening, but now I am. It's like, this is pretty fucking good.
It is a big difference when you got the difference of like playing a game and actually playing a game. Like it's playing a game
Well, as a
and
kid,
it's
you're just
playing
playing. It's like, this is fun. It's like you're just doing whatever.
it. Mm.
Now I'm trying to finish the game. I'm like, I'm fucking. I got lost for an hour on Jack and. There's no map. There's no objective markers. There's no hand holding of any kind.
Mm.
I'm like, I just want a map. I just want to know where I'm going next. I ran around all islands, all areas. Like, I'm fucking lost.
As funny as.
Oh, I had to Google it. I'm like, Google says nothing about it. I'm like, and then someone in chat goes, lava. Have you been to the lava tube? I'm like, lava tube? No. I'm like, thank you.
That's funny as.
I've almost finished it. I've almost platinum Jack and Dax. I'm happy.
Oh, that's alright then.
I'm up to the final boss. Just got to
Yeah.
free the sages and then just
Yep.
platinum. You have to collect 200 precursor orbs, 2,000 orbs. You got to collect like 112 flies. That's weird.
Yep.
Flies in crates.
Okay.
Got to collect again all these things. I'm like, bro, all the power cells, 101 power cells. I'm at 97, I think. But I still commend them. Like, an open world game in 2001, like Jack and Daxter. Like,
Yeah, that's crazy.
there's like no loading screens.
Mm.
I mean, you're on a boat jet skiing, but like,
Yep.
that's cool though. Like, it's,
Yeah,
not,
they
it's
had
still a loading
like
screen.
yeah they
but
had like thought out. I did watch a video a while back on that where they were talking about that where their loading the screens are very like integrated to kind of like throw you off that you don't realize that you're in a loading screen.
like, you're watching cutscene. That's literally loading
Yeah.
stuff, but you're paying attention to the dialogue and.
That's it.
But like Naughty Dog is, I just can't fault them. All their games are 10s. Like, no matter what they make, they just technically more advanced than anyone else.
Mm.
Like I say, like Jack and Daxter does need a remake though.
Remake,
Like,
new
for
one,
what
new
they put
sequel.
on PS4 and 5, it's the PS2 version. even though they released a PS3 version,
Mm.
like a native PS3 version, they're still running the PS2 version on. Like, I'm like, I want the cleaned up version.
Yeah.
So I want to buy the trilogy on PS3 and play that as well.
Yep.
Get them platinums. Like, why the fuck not?
That's it. No, that's it. But
And Jack 2, hopefully starting that tonight. So
that's alright then. Well, we might as well. Yeah, you can get on into it. I can.
I'm just not keen for that PSP one. I don't know why they chose the PSP version. There's a PS2 version that uses the stick.
Who knows?
But then again, they can't put new PS2 games on there yet.
Yeah.
That's only PSP and PS1 that they've emulated on there so far. But like, they did hire. They're working with a porting studio now, like an emulation
Yes.
studio,
Which helps.
which is pretty cool. They worked on PS3 emulation, so I'm thinking
You might get
they got the knowledge for that to help Sony with their PS3 emulator in the future. So
that'd be right.
I'm hoping PS6 can play everything. Like, just let us put our fucking discs
I know. Actually, let's go back so we can put our stuff in.
in. Like,
Oh, but anyway.
there's no reason why you can't.
I know.
Just emulate. Just, Xbox did it. Put it in the disc and get a download. How hard is that? Oh fuck.
But anyway, we'll leave that.
I'll
there,
get you
I
on
think.
fucking hours.
I know. I'll leave that there. We've gone out 2 hours. We're almost at the point where we could have done a short episode. I was like, oh, we could almost get a shorter episode out of this week, and then it was like, nope. I was kind of curious.
It is what it is.
Exactly. So
We're passionate about what we do, bro.
exactly.
But yeah.
I gotta go do some
What?
shit. So
Yes. On that one, thank you, Beardies and Beardettes, for joining us on the wonderful episode 12.
yes.
Also, comment
Yeah.
below whatever. Like, whatever. Comment your favourite PS3 games.
Let us know.
If you played it back then, or if you're playing it now, comment your favourite one. Like, god dang. But, as always, thank you for watching, listening. We've been Dale and Jim. And we'll catch you guys next week. Bye-bye.
It's my finger doing that. I can't
I
snap.
thought it was like copying. Like...
I can't snap to that. I can't do it. I can't flick. It's like I've got like arthritis, something going on with my finger or something. I'm getting arthritis.